Kong versus Godzilla fight that was made in '64.
Yeah,
That
that's what I thought they were gonna do, and I'm like, you
they
know
might
what?
do
I don't.
that if they do like a release for like a DVD or something. I could see that or Blu-ray. Sorry,
Like
because
they
like I
went a
said,
whole different
because
route
like
with the
first
whole
that's how I was thinking,
underworld shit.
and I was like, people like I was like, yo, y'all over exaggerating our height difference. Like Kong is like only like 2 meters shorter.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
it makes sense in the movie though when you
No,
watch
no,
it.
no, someone like no, because like people when they was making the judgment of the movie, they was thinking it's Kong from Skull Island. Like, no, nigga, like that
He's
was like
older, nigga. That was a
that,
young Kong, nigga.
that was a young that was like the nah. I just need to know if he takes the tree and stuffs it down his throat. If they did that homage.
Nah, he he
Nah,
did it.
because like if you watch
Nah.
the original King Kong versus Godzilla fight,
He did it better
nigga,
this time. He did it
nah,
better
because
this
this
time.
nigga King Kong took a whole tree and stuffed it down that nigga's throat.
All right, now in this one, they
Nah,
introduced like a whole nother like sub world within our world where like Kong and all these niggas come from. So pretty
Yeah, I know
much,
that
in
because
yeah, in the
I seen Skull Island and I seen the first Godzilla movie.
yeah, it's like a little inverted world. Like it's our world on the top, and like
There's
it's
on the
weird how
bottom.
to explain it. Yeah, it's
It's the same
mirrored.
shit.
nah,
It's
that's always been a thing. That's
that
always been
always
a thing.
it's the same
That's always
concept.
been
Like
part of the mythos.
So what happened was Kong found like this little axe down there, and the axe is
Should look
actually
like Stormbringer.
yeah, it can absorb Godzilla's beams, like clean absorb it because it's made from Godzilla's beams, which makes no I don't know how to
The source,
explain it,
no,
but
the source power is basically
Godzilla's
Godzilla's life energy.
yeah. So
yeah.
what happened was my nigga Godzilla, he when he found it and lit it up, it was like a little pillar and it lit up, it was Godzilla. My nigga Godzilla was looking for Mecha Godzilla. The nigga stopped like, is somebody touching my shit? And
So
nigga
they
Godzilla,
so they end up fucking up Mecha Godzilla.
listen, just listen. Nigga Godzilla stopped, looked down, and nigga said, not for nothing, you right under me. My man's, he blew a hole through the earth into another dimension, bro. Nigga Godzilla looked straight down. Nigga, you don't bring your ass up here to catch this work.
Yo, the
So
second
so
round
they basically just confirmed Shin Godzilla.
they did.
A lot
Yes,
of
That
shit. Even
nah
Mecha
because like
Ghidorah, it could possibly be in this, to be quite honest.
because I know here's the thing. The tricky thing is this is the last movie that Legendary has under the Godzilla license. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going
they're
back to Japan.
nah, but like Japan said, yo, if y'all can be like Japan's basically might let us have the US have their version of Godzilla and then the like they're gonna take Godzilla for themselves because they had the rights for a minute. Now they
Yeah.
it's just the US contract with them right now. Like like they had the contract since before because they're while we were doing the 2014 Godzilla, we were doing they were doing Shin Godzilla and like I think two more Godzilla movies after that. So they had a full trilogy over there.
I mean, not for nothing. They could always just like redo the licenses and the contract or whatever. It shouldn't be that hard. Like, I don't think it's gonna be anything bad. It's like the same thing if like Spider Man's contract expires. Sony's not dumb enough to be like,
Nah,
okay,
but
we're just gonna take it back.
Legendary has done all three Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
That's this.
No,
Nah.
that's great.
I like the
It's
second one, not as much. The first one was great. First one was phenomenal.
Yeah,
talk about
because
which second one? Oh, never mind. I don't think so.
When I came the King of Monsters one. That was okay. I just didn't care about the humans. Like
I,
13
it
I mean,
was more humans in that one. It was
the
like,
thing is,
like
whoever
we don't
cares
care
about
about you. We care about big giant monsters fucking shit up. Get
like
out of the camera.
you got three of my four favorite fucking my four favorite kaiju fighting. I don't care about this girl running away from home, bro.
Dad, answer me. Hello, are you there? Hi,
But,
hi.
Nah,
but
that second fight, Kong
not
gave him the business. This nigga Godzilla kept on trying to use his blast. This nigga's like, no,
nah.
no,
So what
no,
happened was
no,
Kong came
no,
up with
no,
the axe,
no,
and they
no.
started fighting. This is what this is.
No,
what
before
Kong
the axe, this nigga kept on yoking him up and punching him in his throat.
Oh, I mean, no, because Godzilla slapped the axe away. That's why. But he was trying. He was about to blast King Kong, and King Kong put the axe in his throat. Told that nigga shut up. He
Yo,
started
Well,
elbow dropping that
that's the
nigga.
tree homage. That's the tree
So,
because
so what happened was
instead of the because they didn't have an axe. The axe things is the new continuity. They didn't have an axe in the Golden Age Godzilla. It was
nigga,
literally like the axe thing that you're talking about. Because like the way Godzilla was formed was through World War II. That was the old continuity. The atomic bomb destroyed Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Mhm.
Those two bombs, the radiation from that formed Godzilla. So they went with that.
So now going forward, they fighting and everything, and Godzilla's just trying to like blast this nigga around. So Kong like takes the axe and jump right at this nigga, and the axe and the beam collide, and it explodes. Like pretty much like I felt like from what I saw, Godzilla was like depowered for a little bit. Like he couldn't do any beams or nothing. Like the axe like shut that shit down. So they fighting and everything. This is when shit got crazy. Because I'm thinking to myself, all right, Kong should have the advantage, you know? No mouth beams. All you gotta do is throw hands, my nigga.
Nah, nigga, Godzilla knows judo, B.
Nah, bro. Godzilla
Nigga
is
tried to-
dirty ass fighter, bro. He's
this
dirty.
nigga bit him, grabbed his hand, flipped him, started stepping on him.
You're going too fast. You're going too fast. So Kong, this is how Kong lost the fight. Kong tried to put Godzilla in the chokehold. Godzilla was like, yo, not for nothing. You got thumbs, but I know beat your ass. So he straight judo flipped this nigga and then he threw the nigga around. So Kong's trying to get up. Godzilla's crawling on all floors, attacking this nigga. Kong literally can't get up. Like Godzilla did not let this nigga stand up. Godzilla was ragdolling Kong.
So
just to see
that sounds like John Cena versus Wade Barrett.
No, nigga, this sounds like Brock
Brock
Lesnar
Lesnar versus John Cena.
AJ Styles or some shit. He was just ragdolling, like when I mean ragdolling, he dislocated Kong's shoulder from just straight ragdolling.
That's that Bo Bice did. That Bo Dallas.
So Kong couldn't even fight back one hand. Godzilla's pretty much just scratching this nigga chest up, and Kong trying to stop him. Godzilla like, put your fucking hand down, nigga. Get this bus ass. He's just destroying this nigga. And Godzilla steps on his chest. Kong punches him because he had stabbed Godzilla with the axe. Kong punches him. Godzilla screams, stomps that nigga again. Like, you thought that shit was going to stop me, nigga? It stomped him again. And then looked face to face at Kong and just screamed in that nigga face. Nigga, it's like Kong said to him, my nigga, not for nothing. I'm not even looking for you, bro. Leave me alone. Chill. And then Kong screamed back. And Godzilla screamed again, nigga, shut up. Leave me alone. Stop.
Yo, it was like
beat your ass. Stop.
Like it was literally the equivalent of you beating your younger sibling's ass at Thanksgiving because they think they can fight.
So it's funny. Godzilla like, look, beat your ass. Could have violated you. I could have gave you the Ghidorah treatment, but just leave you alone. I'm gonna leave. So Kong like, nah, I'm gonna get back up, and he dropped. And Kong was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take it back. Like, you know, I'm pretty tired, my nigga. AKA he got that ass bust.
Yeah,
niggas was like when Kong hit Godzilla with the axe, niggas was like, oh, I guess Kong won that. Nigga, Godzilla woke up like he didn't
bring that
Godzilla,
axe.
Godzilla got up like, did this nigga just swing a fucking axe at me on my fucking?
Nah, it's like Godzilla was fighting and then like he initially seen him. So that second round, the round that Kong won, this nigga Kong did not let this nigga breathe. And then in the beginning of the third round, nigga tried to charge. This nigga Godzilla slapped him. All of a sudden you heard the and this nigga Kong said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, and it's crazy because
this nigga was running for dear life.
Kong was trying to get in, and when he judo flipped him, Kong tried to get up. When Godzilla got on all fours, that's when the fight was over. Literally, it was over the minute Godzilla got on all fours. Like, it was just over. He got on all fours. Kong tried to pipe him, tried to punch him. Tail swipe. Hit the deck, nigga. Ragdoll. Get the fuck over there, nigga. Give me this leg, nigga. Body slam, nigga. Where you going? And Kong is just like, yo, could you chill, my nigga? I'm sorry. And Godzilla's like, nah, my nigga. You opened this can of whoop ass, my nigga. I'm not closing it down. Like, when you see it, And you watch like the final fight, you go like, okay, they going. I thought the same thing. Like, oh, they going head to head. I was thinking Mechagodzilla was going to interrupt, but they was like, nah, Kong gonna get this ass whipping of a lifetime, and
Yo,
that's just gonna be it. And then when Mechagodzilla showed up, nigga, Godzilla was like, there your ass go. I've been looking for you. And this nigga, the reason why Godzilla was getting mobbed. I'm not even up front.
nah, it wasn't even mob. He was. It wasn't even mob. That's not even a word.
Mechagodzilla was punching this nigga like King Kong, and then at the same time, he had like rocket propulsors and shit. Like this nigga was dodging this shit, body slamming this nigga. Like he was going to do to Godzilla what Godzilla did to Ghidorah with the whole fucking no, not Ghidorah. What's the one in the movie before? Is it King of the Monsters with Rodan or some shit? Where he put the beam down his whole mouth and blew that nigga.
That's
up?
the first one.
Yeah, Mechagodzilla was going to do that to Godzilla. Like he was about to do it, and pretty much they had to jumpstart Kong's heart because Godzilla beat that ass so bad that nigga was about to die. Like his heart was mad weak and everything. So they like blew up something on his chest and told Kong like, yo, you gotta go help Godzilla, yo. That's not the enemy. I know he just beat your ass. I know, but that's not the enemy. So yeah, Kong like
it's that metal nigga there.
Nah, Kong is like he looking like, my nigga, did you not see what he just did to me?
And he's dead ass looking tight, like nah, bro.
And then the little girl is like, come on, you gotta help him, but be careful and shit. Kong like, I don't really like this nigga. So he go over there, he saved Godzilla for the mob blast. Godzilla looking up like,
okay,
I should fuck up both of y'all up.
Yo, he dead ass like stomped out, and this nigga just the way when Kong saves him, Godzilla's like
the way Godzilla looked like, oh, you actually alive. Shit.
Yo,
Godzilla was like, yo, not for nothing. I think we should work together since you lived. You know, I should have killed you, but you lived. So that means you live for a reason.
You owe me.
So since nigga Godzilla says, since you lived, you owe me your life. So we're gonna work together. I'm gonna help you beat him. You're not gonna help me. I'm gonna help you beat him. So what happened was Godzilla was like mouth beaming and shit. Honestly, this fight was more for King Kong than it was for Godzilla. Godzilla was just more of an assist because Godzilla was already like worn down from the fight with Kong, but not to the point where he couldn't fight, just to the point where it's like I need to go like bathe in radiation real quick. But Kong, that nigga was hurt. That nigga had his heartbeat, his heart rate was low. That nigga had a dislocated shoulder.
Like, that nigga was getting his heart punched, nigga. You seen Invincible?
Godzilla hit him with the mouth beam on the back. Like he was hurt, but they was doing good because Kong tried to like separate Mechagodzilla, and Mechagodzilla threw that nigga down and just started. It's so crazy. He ignored Kong. Like after he threw him down, he just started going about Godzilla. Ping, 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 ping. Just jabbing this nigga. And Kong is just looking like, damn. So those look kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Godzilla kind of getting his shit beatbox, and then he went over there. Like, he got the axe, and Godzilla Godzilla charged the axe for him because it had ran out of juice. So Godzilla charged the axe back up, and once he charged the axe up, the fight was over. Like it was over. Kong like tore that nigga apart. Like it was bad. Like it was really bad. Like,
and then at the end, after they defeated fucking after this nigga used Stormbreaker to beat fucking to chop off fucking Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, he really used Stormbreaker. Yeah, bro. It was really Stormbreaker.
Yo, niggas dead ass. Niggas is celebrating, and then Godzilla's yelling at this nigga while Kong is like, I want my rematch.
No, stop. I got this. So the fight's over, right? So Kong is just sitting there. Godzilla get up. Godzilla just look at this nigga. Yeah! Nigga Kong is like, yo, not for nothing, bro. I thought we was cool. Nigga Kong drops the axe, and then Godzilla's like, thank you. Damn. And leaves.
Yo, that stares. Yo, Godzilla's literally like.
Godzilla said, all I wanted was for you to bend the knee, nigga. That's all you had to do. Just bend the knee. That's it.
Me alone, bro.
But my thing I find that's weird.
If it wasn't for the little girl, Kong's getting. If it wasn't for the little girl, Kong's charging at him again, and then Kong's.
It's not even that, man. You gotta go to the first fight from. If it wasn't for throughout the whole fight, they had to help Kong against Godzilla. Now, don't get me wrong. Kong definitely needed help. I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
But
He needed all
in the
the
movie, they
help in
hinted
the
at that
universe.
through the entire time. Like they already said, "Yo,
And the
Kong
worst part is, it
can't
was
beat
like,
Godzilla."
yo, y'all need to
It's
get
not,
Godzilla.
no.
Godzilla's
Not
fault.
Nah, it wasn't that they were saying Kong can't beat Godzilla. It was just that they don't want Godzilla to come. Because when Godzilla come for anything, devastation happens. Like, look at the shit with Ghidorah. And that shit was a little crazy. Like, things get bad
A little.
when Godzilla come. You know that.
Then
Things
the
get
first
bad
movie
when
too,
Godzilla
with the
comes.
whatever, I forgot what monster that was in the
Because
first.
that wasn't Rodon. Rodon was in the second.
No, Rodon is the flying nigga. I keep forgetting.
Rodon's
That's
is the
nigga.
pterodactyl.
Yeah, who was a bitch.
When that nigga pulled up after he killed Ghidorah, and Godzilla's like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
No,
Niggas-
you know who Rodon remind me of? Starscream. That nigga remind me of Starscream.
He is fucking Starscream, because like that's how. And the worst part is, if they continue that way, Rodon's the reason why Godzilla becomes Shin Godzilla.
So then,
because
pretty much
I'm dying, take my power. Thank you, food. I'm more powerful. So
when Godzilla first showed up, when Kong was on the water, Godzilla was pretty much just destroying everything, and they shoot missiles and stuff. So they fight and everything. It's a pretty good fight. It's just that, to me, I felt like it wasn't fair because they had water. Godzilla got the OD advantage for no reason. Like, it's not fair. It's just practically a sacrifice at this point. So
Nah, basically.
not that. I understand.
Nah, because here's what happened. Because basically they thought that Godzilla just turned on humans. Godzilla figured out that humans were up to some shiesty shit.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. Godzilla sensed that Rodon's fucking energy was still around.
Not Rodon's.
Ghidorah. So
Yeah.
Godzilla's looking for it like OD. So what happens is they transport pieces.
Yeah, they take pieces of
that shit.
And they put in Mega Godzilla.
Godzilla immediately did a whole U-turn and went that way. Niggas is like, where's this nigga going? Hong Kong. Like, he's been looking for it this whole time. It's not that he was turning on niggas, he's just been looking for that shit. So
yeah,
pretty much.
So they kept the Mecha Godzilla backstory.
Yeah. I expect a Mecha Ghidorah too if they're gonna go on. I don't know if there's any more movies, because I know there is a Mecha Ghidorah, but they could introduce that too, being that Ghidorah's head is still there.
Because this dude's not even in the movie. This nigga from Papa Lannister.
Oh no, he died.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He was at the end with what's the name's fucking head? Ghidorah's, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't know. That's weird.
So that can lead to Mecha Ghidorah.
It could.
Yeah.
Considering what happened here,
he has one of the heads. He has one of the heads.
He has the original head that got chopped off.
Yeah, that's the one.
All he needed one. That's all they needed was one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because technically, like, those heads got ripped off twice, because when this nigga turned to burning.
Yeah, I believe it's the middle head. That's the important one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember too well, but I think it's the middle head, and that's the one that this dude, Papa Lannister, had in the end of the second one. So they could go like a multitude of routes and everything. And the thing is, they brought the energy from the little subplanet shit. They brought it up to fucking power Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna enjoy that. I'm like,
that movie is.
I'm gonna watch it anyways. Like, cause I'm like, if they stick with like key shit that stick with it, I'm fine.
To be honest, like, this movie seen what the second one kind of lacked and improved on everything that the second movie fucked up on. Like, the humans even make more sense to be added in this one. Like, they actually propelled the plot compared to how it was in the second one. Because that was my main gripe with the second one. And
the second one was just, some dude hates Godzilla and then, comes to love him. Which is a kind of almost.
No, it's not even a dude that tries to say hate Godzilla. It was this chick who set everyone off. The moms, remember?
Oh yes, I mean, she set everybody up, but the whole narrative that that they was putting out first in the beginning was that this dude hated Godzilla and everything. And it's crazy because And in the third one, him being in the movie is very limited. It's not as much as it was in the second one.
That's good.
The focus isn't on him anymore. And he's back and he works with what's that company? Apex? He work with Apex?
He works with Monarch. This dude Paperboy from Atlanta worked for Apex.
Oh yeah, he was like maintenance or some shit like that.
Yo, he was so good in this movie.
Yeah, no, he good.
It was like the lines was like we want to see more Godzilla and Ghidorah. We don't want to see you talking. Shut up.
Nah, that's like once they started fighting, it was basically they only showed up when they needed to show up.
Yeah, most of the time,
it was just the build up. They just
like that's what it was. And in this movie, the humans make more sense. You get why the humans are on screen talking. Like in the beginning, it's a little bit because of the build up and everything. But you know, it's just exposition. But like once like the plot progresses, the humans progress the plot. Then Godzilla progresses the plot. Then Kong progresses the plot. Everything kind of progresses within itself. It doesn't feel that stagnant as it was in the other two films.
Yeah, because the first film was like, talk. Is Godzilla our friend? Oh man, let's go be.
I'm still mad they killed off Bryan Cranston. He was so good in that fucking movie. All 15 minutes.
He'd be okay.
And his first Godzilla movie.
I forgot he was in the 1998 one.
Not his first
with
one.
Diddy. With that Diddy song.
Yo, like, and his first Godzilla movie, so he knew what he was getting into. Nah, I gotta die again. This time. Like, yeah.
But like, nah.
I'm just glad that they did the rivalry good. Like honestly, I already knew, Kong was gonna win no matter what.
Nah, I like the fact that even though he didn't kill him, like they gave him Godzilla, fuck this nigga up.
Like pretty much they was like, Kong, you a real nigga, but Godzilla, like he's the realest.
Godzilla was like, bro, stop.
It's crazy when they went to the subworld and everything where Kong is from. Kong almost got his ass beat by these two flying things down there, and they had to help him out. That was like before he even got to
just wrapped him up. They wrapped him up, but Kong was going to get out of that.
Nigga, that was Godzilla. He'd have just ripped that niggas in half. And that's another thing that confuses me. It feels.
I feel like they kind of nerfed Kong as well. Because Kong was ripping up everything apart. There was monsters bigger than that on Skull Island.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, you can't expect him to do that to Godzilla.
No, I'm talking about to the other islands and the other monsters in on this planet.
On the island, Skull Island.
Not Skull Island, the other spot.
Oh, you mean the underworld shit?
Yeah.
I mean, those was weak ass trash niggas. Godzilla probably would have hit them niggas once and they would have died. Like simple as that. You gotta remember.
Godzilla's yells the funniest shit, son.
But you gotta remember the main reason, like, this is what I like to put say to people sometimes, like, Kong, I could never see King Kong beating Ghidorah, like at all. And I'm not even gonna use the fact that Kong was like super radiated with a nuke and shit. Kong mainly lost because of the fucking nitrogen bomb that like killed all oxygen in the area. That's what really made that nigga lose, because he needed that more than Ghidorah needed it. Ghidorah doesn't need any of that since he's not from that planet of whatsoever. Since he comes from outer space, so that shit does absolutely nothing.
Niggas from a meteor. Niggas don't live on a planet. He just go to planet to planet.
Exactly.
Niggas destroy shit.
He's literally doomsday. He comes in, fuck shit up, and leaves.
Oxygen isn't a thing to him. So when they shot the fucking oxygen bomb at Godzilla, that was the main thing that beat him, because him and Godzilla was fighting for like almost ever. Like it didn't seem like that fight was gonna end until they fucking oxygen bombed this shit. And then niggas was like, oh,
mind you, he was about to rip off he was about to rip off that second head before they dropped the bomb.
Exactly my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Niggas gotta understand, like, I'm not trying to even downplay Kong or anything, but Godzilla got a certain level of physical strength that I don't know why, but Kong will never reach. Like it's crazy. Like when you see the movie, the way he threw Kong around, I was expecting Kong to do that to Godzilla. Like not for nothing. Like grab a tail
He
and just
punched him
start
in the
swinging this
face.
nigga
He
around.
dropped him.
My nigga
He boxed
Godzilla
him.
grabbed this nigga by the foot and flung this. I mean, he flung him. Like straight flung him. It's like you pick up a child and you just threw him on the bed, like from the hallway. He flung that nigga like clean. And you could see Kong was like, all right, this is a little different. I'm not used to getting manhandled like this.
That nigga was like,
this is highly uncomfortable. Like, so that's one thing I like that they really did for my boy, because they in terms of like pure raw strength, they made Godzilla look like God. Like they made that nigga
It made him look like the king of the monsters. Like,
yeah, as he should be. Don't get me wrong, you know, Kong put up a good fight, but it's like Kong hasn't really been, and honestly, I can't say in a real
that's
fight.
a good point, because Kong hasn't been in a good fight since technically the 40s, when the original movie, when Skull Island took place.
Yeah, but even still, like, what's the worst? What's the worst thing that Kong has fought in that in the new continuity? Like, I
Well, he
can't
hasn't
really.
fought anything, because he was supposed to have a whole second movie, but they didn't do it.
I know that's my point. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't really fought anything. So one thing I can say he's probably inexperienced. But this is an older Kong, right? This isn't young Kong, right?
Nah, yeah, older Kong. It's like your last real fight was in like the 1940s, and then
50s.
1950s, because that was when Skull
60s.
Mountain took place, and then now it's 2020.
John C. Riley's character was in World War II.
Okay, yeah, so the 60s.
So it took place in the 60s, because that's when like they was getting into like the Vietnam War and stuff like that. Remember, like everyone that it got came like were like from, because remember John Hillstein was living in Vietnam. He was a Vietnam veteran.
You're right. You're definitely right.
So it just seemed like, you know, he was kind of destined to lose, since he didn't really have like, you know, no actual fights.
But that nigga didn't want. Yo, we were dead ass talking about like, yo, he died, but at least he ain't pussy. Like that's how.
No, Kong's definitely not pussy, but
That's how Kong took it. Like, yo, I'm about to fold you, and Zilla's like, bro, I don't
one thing I
know.
can say is Kong went out fighting. That's one thing I can say. But at some point in time, you got to understand, like, yo, Godzilla's not gonna stop, bro, until there's nothing left of you.
This shit is when the second round, when that nigga was about to fucking nuke Kong, and Kong is like, no.
Kong like, yo, not for nothing. I have enough.
Turn the blue shit off right now. That shit was hilarious, bro. And I'm like, I like how they did that, because to me it just felt realistic. Like, I'm not gonna let you power up to blast me, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like that's one thing that I can say, that they showed that Kong has intelligence. Because that nigga saw Godzilla power, like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this at all, bro.
I'm good. No,
Stop it.
Yo, the way Godzilla looked at that nigga when he went back into the ocean, like, yo, bro, we're not doing this right now, bro.
I mean, what you gonna do?
Like, yo, you want me to beat your ass again?
I just feel like, you know, we need another movie.
We do. I feel like we do.
And it's not even on some team up shit. I just know that for a fact.
We need another Kong movie.
Yeah, that's the main thing I want.
We need another Kong movie. We're gonna do a MonsterVerse. So we need. I feel like we need another Kong movie more, and obviously the next Godzilla movie has to be Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you already introduced the head. You can't show the head and then not use it. You've already done that twice. So
you already used Ghidorah parts. You used Ghidorah parts in Mechagodzilla.
Yeah,
you kind of can't.
I like how like they basically kept it real close to the chest with the original mythos, but changed it to make sense a little bit more, considering they could dive deeper since they have the technology to. It was a really well movie. I like the same way I felt about part one is the same way I feel about this one. No lie. The same way I felt about one was the same way I felt about this one. Because I love because, yo, I like Millie Bobby Brown, whatever her name is, but, yo, if I'm her dad, I'm punching her at the throat, son.
Yeah, she always keep finding herself in some wild ass situation, bro.
Don't get me wrong, like, the whole the one plot armor part of the damn thing was a little bit iffy to me, but mind you, Mecha Godzilla was still about to lose.
I mean, he almost had him. If it wasn't for the little hack thing that they did, he almost had him.
Niggas,
If they not for nothing, if they didn't hack that nigga, it would have been over.
that nigga. Oh hell yeah! He was like, that nigga was about to get zapped.
I mean, yeah, it was literally about to be over.
I'm waiting for.
If he hit Godzilla with that beat, it was definitely over.
Nah, yo, Godzilla, yo, that shit was. This nigga, the main nigga from Apex, got annihilated because once they used the material from the Underworld section, that nigga said, "I'm self-aware now."
Yeah, pretty much what they did when they energized it. Pretty much Ghidorah's dome just took over that shit. Just
Like literally, it's Ghidorah.
Yeah,
Like,
this is my body now. Thanks, bro. Appreciate
and
it.
homie
Bro.
was like, and this nigga was like, you sure you want to do that? Because like, we don't want you to, like, we don't know how this is going to react. You can't just sit there, use the sample full blast, and expect anything not to happen.
Yeah,
And nigga said, yo, get in a fucking robot.
But Dad, get in a robot, get Shinji.
Get in a fucking robot.
yeah, but that was his downfall because he killed the nigga in the chair and he killed the nigga who created him.
Quick. Nigga said, it's Ghidorah. Oh, it seems like I got a new suit.
I don't know why niggas would think, using Ghidorah's dome would help, but
I mean, Ghidorah's dome was the thing that was like even powering it in the first place. They felt.
I understand that. My thing is what I'm saying is like, why would you think, the alien from outer space would be controllable? Like, I would have left that nigga alone, bro.
Humans are the real apex. Everyone on the earth. Sure, Jan.
You really want to say that?
Nigga, nigga, Godzilla was staring at this nigga like, yo, stop fucking with me.
He was trying to tell him, like, yo, bro, chill. Like he said, just relax, I'm not gonna hurt you, bro. Just chill. I mean, he did, but
all right, so Joe's just finishing up his laundry.
All
right. Yo, so that's a topic, but what? How y'all feel about
the Nets are not winning a chip this year? Not happening.
I would like to volunteer the fact that the Knicks almost had Andre Drummond, but they
good. They didn't get it. Fuck that bum ass team. Go
on. No, it's the fact that they may actually made a conscious decision. It was more like, yo, we can blow mad money on Andre Drummond right now, or we could save money for Randall and then still rebuild around the team that we got. And I'm like, you know what?
Leave the Knicks.
Anyway,
Randall needs to leave the Knicks. He's too good for the Knicks.
The Knicks need to leave the NBA.
Never.
The Knicks need to change their name to the
Knicks are still 6th seed right now.
Yeah, but
and they about to hit reality soon. They about to go back under 500, where that bum ass team belongs. So it's all good. They almost there.
And my niggas is trying to disrespect the Jazz like they're not going to make it out the first round.
Who said that?
Like, Mom, I was talking to my boys yesterday about it, and they were like, yo, Jazz going to get knocked out the first. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
You know what I find crazy? How this,
if San Antonio, for some weird reason, DeRozan at the 4 is bonkers.
Was we talking about this show?
Where's DeRozan?
The Spurs. The Spurs have him playing at the 4.
What?
Yo, and for some magical reason, that shit is working.
All right. I don't know.
It's working, but it's like you lose. You're gonna lose the teams that are bigger than you. But when you get like a good matchup, it works.
Also, they trying to turn him into the next Carmelo Anthony. Got it.
But he's not gonna be signed with San Antonio. So
DeMar
DeRozan's going to be the biggest name in free agency.
Honestly, no. I don't. A lot of people just don't like how San Antonio's doing things. That's why niggas just want to get out. I wonder how long is the Clippers gonna wake up and get rid of fucking pandemic Paul George? Yeah.
Who they getting rid of who? Yeah. Guess what? That's not gonna happen because they gave that nigga a 5-year, $226 million contract.
No one's picking that up, bro. Like all Paul George is doing is
Nothing.
realizing all he's doing is killing his own stock when he eventually wants to leave Los Angeles.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a leave thing. They're just gonna end up getting rid of this nigga. Like
who's gonna pick up that contract?
I don't know, but he's just not good. Like nigga's trash. Like it's bad. Like you just can't rely on that nigga. And then the Nets, building Monstars 2.0 and shit. Like
first off,
nah, that's the topic. That's the topic. But like, yo, who?
Honestly, I don't even feel no type of way about what the Nets is doing.
I don't care.
Like,
first off, like people over exaggerating. They got an all super team. Like first off,
you got mad players that are past their prime. What are you talking about?
You have a LaMarcus Aldridge whose hip is who has the hip of an 80-year-old.
And then you got Blake Griffin who can barely dunk.
Nah, but Blake been doing some LA Clipper Blake stuff. Like,
I mean, but that don't mean he could.
He ain't gonna do it all the time though. But you got
that's what I mean.
You got Blake Griffin is turning into Aaron Gordon.
The only team the only niggas you need to worry about is KD when he come back, Harden, Kyrie. Everybody else is just there for the moment. They got some good role players. Like Blake Griffin definitely gonna be hitting the bench when KD come back. Like
they got a lot of.
They're gonna put KD at the 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they picked up Blake. Yeah, they picked up Blake to put KD at the 3. Like, don't keep KD at the 3. That's all you need. Blake Griffin's gonna do his. Blake Griffin's gonna give you 7 rebounds. All he needs to do is give 15-7. That's it.
And the Lakers should have an easy streak getting to the finals. Honestly, the Clippers ain't doing nothing. At most, I say if they run into Dallas, maybe like. That's a stretch. Like,
no, that's gonna get manhandled.
Nah, that's what I said. That's a stretch.
The Clippers might get DeMarcus Cousins if he passes physical.
Who?
DeMarcus Cousins, like
Boogie.
Who?
Nah, Boogie's always been good
this season.
Boogie's always been good. It's just that he's always
Boogie's always been consistent. It's just he has.
It's literally like he's.
So what
like,
you said he's inconsistent because that's all I heard.
Nah, that's the difference. He's inconsistent. He's inconsistent with playing because he's injured, but on the court he's always been efficient. He's like a Maury Stoudemire.
Okay.
Like when Stoudemire got injured, came back and he was like averaging doubles off the bench until Mike Woodson decided, yo, we're gonna like have him start and play 40 minutes, and that's when he blew his knee again.
Who's to say he won't get injured again now?
He probably is, but
we're not saying he's not, but it's just like.
I'm just saying, having Boogie on your team I think he's even going for the veteran minimum.
Yeah, he's going veteran minimum.
Yeah, I think he's even going for the veteran minimum. So I think not for nothing. That's a good fit.
Nah.
The Clippers need the size. Clippers need the size.
The Clippers will be the perfect team if Paul George wasn't there.
And two,
get the coach out.
I want bad things happen to the Clippers, not because of the players, it's because of their coach. Because he don't know how to coach. I don't need them having freaking Doc Rivers, this Dollar Tree Doc Rivers as their coach.
Nigga said Dollar Tree coach. I just
Tyronn Lue is a Dollar Tree Doc Rivers. And I was down that hill.
I feel so bad for Doc Rivers because that wasn't his fault.
No, but it's like you had
he had mad years. He definitely had mad years. But
you had
if I'm the organization, I'm like, yo, this is your last year, bro.
Honestly,
I'm like this season currently, this is his last season. Like, you got to get it together because last year it was literally on some players just wasn't playing well.
Honestly, it's not his fault. Like I said, Paul George mainly made them lose that series with Dallas.
Boy.
Like, I can't blame nobody else but Paul George. Like, that's it.
Why are you shaking?
That's my leg. I was moving my leg. My bad. But honestly, I can't blame anybody but Paul George. Like, they really lost because of Paul George. Like, no one else. Like, you can't even sit here and be like, maybe if this person, nope. They paid that nigga 5 years, $20 million or some shit like that. It's a lot, I know. But the point is, he should have been playing way, way better. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's just sad, like, and they put all that money into him. Jesus.
No, I'm like, y'all gave this man $226 million for 5 years. Yeah, so y'all
craziness.
Don't fucking learn.
Niggas is suicidal. That's why. It's not even about learning. It's just niggas is suicidal. Out of bed, just like, all right, let's put this nigga in the trash can.
Pandemic.
Like, that shit crazy. And the Lakers doing smart. I heard they resting LeBron up and shit.
I'm like, y'all don't see that, bro. Like, and when Anthony Davis was supposed to come back, he strained it in an exhibition practice. He's gonna miss 2 more weeks. I'm like, y'all don't see that they're obviously resting these men.
Yeah, because they're gonna need them niggas for the playoffs.
Like, I'm like, if y'all don't.
Concern is, since they got Andre Drummond, is Andre Drummond's gonna play the same way like he was in Detroit? I need to put a lot in my hand.
No,
or
I don't think he needs to. This is like literally the first team. He doesn't need to do that because with the Cavs, he was putting up
that was my only worry. That was my only worry with Drummond because Drummond is a.
Yo, I understand that, but it's like literally. Yeah. Like, I understand that. Like, I understand the concerns, but I understand from Drummond's perspective, I'm obviously the best player on the goddamn team.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
And I need to perform accordingly. So, but this is like the first, this is the first team in a while where he don't need to do that.
Like I said, I just need to see a few games of him play with LeBron and AD. Because remember, him and Blake Griffin, they worked for a little bit, and then their style of plays clashed. That was always Drummond with other big men that plays inside. He always bumped head because of their style of play.
But the shit that
not because he couldn't work with them, it was just their style of play.
It's like, and the shit that killed me was with Blake, though. Like, he changed his style to fit more of a shooting style his final years in LA. So when I initially thought when he originally went to Detroit, I'm thinking that's going to happen. And I'm like, yo, it's going to be a problem. You're going to have Blake Griffin that can still go inside, lay it up and dunk it, but his shooting has improved. So now you got something that's a little bit more dangerous. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it was like they put them together at the wrong time.
How I see it is,
that's literally what it was.
Depends,
it was
like what you were saying when LeBron come back, LeBron and AD come back. How will he be playing then? Because you got to remember when the main cast comes back, his efficiency is going to go down completely, no matter what. No matter how you look at it, that's what's going to happen. Even if you could be like, nah, that's not going to happen, it's going to happen. Like, take Kevin Love, for example, when, on Cleveland, his efficiency dropped more and more every year. Like, he went from doing 20-20s to 18, 15, and then 18 and 15 became like 15 and 9, and his numbers just dwindled like completely. Like, but that's what happened to him. Like, you gotta fit in. So for me, my thing is, it's not even like I don't think Drummond can fit in. That's not the issue that I have. I'm just worried. How will he fit in? Where will he fit in?
it's like a homie coming home. Like it's like a homie coming home from being institutionalized. Like you got to stop doing
After
certain
like
shit.
10, 15 years, you gonna do a whole different
Yeah.
thing.
Like I'm
So-
like back to what I was saying. Like this is the first team. He's not going to be the first go. He's not going to be the go-to guy.
and that's gonna affect efficiency because at some point, Drummond's he's not used to, oh, I got these dudes that they'll take care of it. And that's probably not the kind of player he is anyway. He's not gonna be the type of person to just sit back and let these niggas go. Now, LeBron is definitely the kind of person to try and get as much people as possible involved into the game. So
which will work for Andre.
Yeah,
So-
it will. It will.
The
but
only thing I see
sometimes
clashing
On
is him and
paper,
AD.
it sounds good. On paper and
paper.
on court is two different things.
yes, that's a huge fact.
That's the thing.
Like niggas,
Like,
I
I was surprised that they got rid of Vucevic to Orlando. They traded him off. They was like, "Nah, we're gonna keep
Really?
you." Like, yeah, they traded him to the Bulls
For what?
for
That's what I was thinking.
Wendell Carter Jr., Otto Porter, and another draft pick.
Eh,
Yeah, Orlando's big three is out. Gordon, Fournier, and Vucevic. They all three of them got traded. Aaron Gordon's on the Nuggets.
Oh.
Aaron Gordon's on the Nuggets, and Fournier is on Boston, which I don't know why Boston picked him up.
Yo, how is Miami doing?
They're bouncing back.
eighth place. They're eighth place.
They're bouncing back. Like
And-
they have a very rough
And they got and Miami got Oladipo.
He starts if not today, then their next game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's actually really good for them.
That's great for them.
I just find it hilarious that Houston got rid of James Harden for nothing.
Oh yeah,
Literally not.
because you could tell that they just wanted to separate. Like they just wanted to give up. It's like the same thing with Paul Gasol going to the Lakers. The niggas just wanted to part ways at that point. Lakers gave up practically nothing to get Paul Gasol. Like
They gave up Kwame Brown.
nothing. I said nothing. Leave it at nothing.
Nigga said, nigga,
We
when
don't say names. Nothing. We don't say names. It was nothing. They gave up nothing, and they got some shit. So, and it's crazy because that was the mid-season trade, and they went on to win the chip that year and the next. So, I don't know. Maybe like as of lately, to me, mid-season trades don't really change anything for me. Like for the Nets right now, I feel like they're just trying to like fit in pieces until KD comes back, and that's fine.
I said I don't see the Nets going to the finals. I really don't.
I don't either.
I see the Nets going to the finals. It's just to me, it's.
I don't know. I think this year maybe Philly. Joel
If Embiid stays healthy, yes, I would gladly say that.
Because Tyrese Maxey has been really good off the bench.
Yo,
that bench has been really good.
Like I can't even hold you. Like I can see Philly. Maybe.
Don't say Milwaukee.
Oh hell no.
Milwaukee's never going past the second round. That is
Milwaukee. Milwaukee just lost to the Knicks recently.
Nigga, me and Daquan.
We was outside.
I didn't have Giannis, so relax.
I mean, even still though, like
they ain't have big stars. Y'all beat bench players. Shut up. Y'all beat bench players.
Isn't the Knicks a whole team full of bench players?
Bench on bench violence.
That's what I'm saying.
Knicks is just ass. Y'all beat bench players. Yo,
this nigga be on every NBA group.
I'm agreeing with you.
I told you, I'm in every NBA group I'm in. I made myself the designated Knicks hater. I come through. Knicks lost 2 in a row. Today was a good day. The group that I invited this man in. Yo.
I was dead, bro. Yo, I just don't get it, son. Niggas be throwing up stats for no reason. Niggas be looking like ESPN, like, yo, LeBron is 0 for 40 on the left side with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. He's inconsistent. Jordan.
Oh,
the group that I send you in, that's like the best NBA group I'm part of.
That's OD. 0 for 40 is kind of OD though. That's OD.
I'm making up numbers, but it's like you know how ESPN be mad specific with mad different types of stats, like
Yeah,
LeBron.
that's because they expanded the stat category and like years ago and shit.
Now there's certain stats that are mad unnecessary, son.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say.
On January 13th, LeBron has never lost a game. He's never lost a quarter on July. Like, yo, that is not a stat, bro. That is not a fact. We don't care.
We don't care about that. Stop trying to solidify that part of his greatness. What you want to call it. Stop.
Like my thing is, you know, I mainly just want to I just want to see where the Nets are gonna go. That's my thing. I just want to see how the Nets are gonna do. I'm curious about like where they go, how far they go, and everything.
And a funny thing on top of it too, the Nets was trying to get Kelly Oubre. They was trying to trade Spencer Dinwiddie for Kelly Oubre, and the Warriors that's a dub.
Spencer. No.
Spencer. Spencer's a free agent this year, so he's about to be out.
I mean, yeah, but you know, he a decent role player.
He ain't going back.
But no, that's fine. That's fine. All right, use that nigga, get a ring, call it a day. The point is, right now for New Jersey, they have the most pressure on them to win. They have the most pressure on them. You're not going to put KD and James Harden back on the same team again just to lose. You're not going to do that. You're not doing that. And no one's taking anything less than the finals from this team. No one's accepting anything less.
So like, not even less than the finals, less than a ring.
Exactly. So if they lose, niggas is going to be like, wow, niggas is chokers, niggas is trash. Like, come on. If this team lose, it just makes LeBron look better. That's how crazy it is. Like, and don't get me wrong.
It's like, I don't like comparing them building a team to just stop LeBron, because I don't think it's about that. And that's the thing, like, that should be annoying.
No, it's a whole bunch of niggas together that just want to get a ring. That's really what it is.
I'm like,
what team does this remind you of? What team does this remind you of? Sounds like 2016 early Cavaliers when LeBron was building practically the same team. Just a whole bunch of niggas that used to be superstars. Derrick Rose, just mad niggas on one team, like just mad niggas. Like Dwayne Wade, like it was just a conflux of niggas.
That was the 2005 Laker run. Yo, Gary Payton, come through.
Carmelo,
come through.
I'm still to this day, son. I'm just thinking about how many rings the Lakers would have won if they would have got Gasol, Bynum, and CP3.
It's not even that. You got to remember, if they never needed anything else but CP3. If Chris Paul would have went to the Lakers,
but they still would have got Gasol, and they drafted Bynum.
I agree with all that. What I'm saying is, once Chris Paul would have been there, not for nothing, Kobe probably wouldn't have been getting so many injuries. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, Kobe would have played longer.
Exactly.
Kobe definitely would have played until his 40s. Yes, Kobe would have been one of those. Yo, I'm in my 40s playing basketball still.
Probably, I wouldn't put it past that he would have retired after Vince Carter just to say he played longer.
Because Chris Paul plays slow basketball. He plays slow, fundamental basketball. I feel like this is why I always try to tell people Kobe never had something like that on his side. You know, niggas be like Derek Fisher. I'm like, Derek Fisher was a fucking point guard, nothing else. Literally, he was just a point guard. Like, not bad, not super astounding or anything.
He just did his job.
Yes, he was just a point guard. Now you put Chris Paul, Steve Nash, something like that. Like, and when they finally got
Steve Nash, but it was like they got injury-prone Steve Nash.
It was too late. You could just walk by Steve Nash and he'd break in the glass. It was too late. Like, it was far too late. Don't get me wrong. That team was cute.
He got injured in the second game of the season and then never played again.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. So it just goes to say, like, you know, everyone knew like that. I didn't expect that team to stay healthy at all. It was just mad injury niggas on one team. Like, I didn't expect the team to go nowhere. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like I was down for Kobe or anything. I was mainly just doubting the team's longevity because you could just see that they wasn't going to last at all.
And they had like crackhead prime and Lamar Odom too on the team.
Who was on crack?
It was like not Lamar Odom on prime, like my crackhead prime mode, like crackhead prime years, Lamar Odom. Like,
what happened to this guy, Miles, from the
Who?
Clippers?
Darius Miles.
Yeah.
You talking about you forgot what the Clippers were called? That team was literally the embodiment of niggas on a basketball team.
Yeah, what happened to him?
What I don't know. Niggas fall off. They be alright. That's
Nigga, they dead ass was on Slam in do-rags and reverse jerseys.
you really gonna ask about that? Like,
So wait, hold on. You watch street ball, nigga. You know what happens.
Like I don't know, man. Like most of these like teams and everything, niggas just making super god teams and shit. Like it is what it is. Like
because the thing is, people don't realize super teams has been around since NBA started. Only thing different was just contracts. There was like contracts was different back then and stuff. Only thing about it now, only thing different about now is like players have more say so where they can go now. And the type of contracts.
I feel like the term super team wasn't like a thing until like
they just felt like
after 2003 because it was a little different. Niggas the league wasn't like how it is now. Niggas is friends, niggas want to band together and shit like that, It wasn't like that. And like, before niggas hated each other. Like some niggas just couldn't stand each other. So that's why, there was a lot more definitive teams back then, There was more duos back then, There wasn't just, okay, it's fucking, left right mix up nigga on team one and then front back mix up nigga on team two. Like that back then it was
I agree with you on that.
It was a little bit more cuter, I would say, because niggas just didn't want to band together. Niggas was so caught up on the fact of not letting a certain nigga win that they would take that to their grave. Like simple as that. Like look at
Charles Barkley.
That's what I was just about to say. Look at Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley could have joined anybody.
Charles Barkley was trying to join. Charles Barkley was about to join. He was open to joining the Knicks in the early 90s. I think it was 93, 94. When his contract was originally up with his first with Philly, but then he got traded to the Suns.
But even still, I mean, like not in terms of like joining a team. I mean, in terms of like like I'm about to go over here with this nigga and we about to make noise. Like make it known.
Nah, but if Charles Barkley would have went to that Knicks team, Chicago wouldn't have gotten those rings.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like
Chicago would have got maybe like half the amount of those rings.
I think like Chicago, at the time that Knicks team drafted the majority of the players they had, I think the only person they didn't draft was Oakley.
Yeah, because Oakley came from
the Bulls.
Yeah. And Oakley, but do Oakley have a ring with the Bulls?
No.
No, okay.
This is why I say Oakley take that shit to this is why I say niggas take that shit to their grave. That's how it was back then. I will not like it just wasn't like
I don't know if I'm
for niggas to team up like that.
Yo, if I'm a fucking team and I realize I have the fucking T1000 on the other team, I gotta face this nigga every playoffs and he beating my ass. Nah. No,
that's understandable, but imagine if like I'm
grabbing more niggas so we could beat the T1000. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but that like imagine if fucking fucking Reggie Miller when he lost to Jordan. Imagine if that nigga just was like, I'm gonna go to the Knicks.
Funny? I read an article about Reggie Miller. Doc Rivers was trying to have him on that Boston Celtics team. Come out of retirement. I'm like, Reggie was like, nah, I'm good.
I mean,
I'm like,
that team wouldn't have done shit.
You talking about the Ray Allen?
Yeah.
That team?
Yeah. They didn't need Miller.
Honestly, they didn't need Miller. They
didn't.
No, hell no, they didn't need Miller. It just would have been crazy if he was there. I'd have been a little excessive as fuck. Like,
all you gotta do is just shoot. Just shoot the ball. Shoot it. Shoot the J. Shoot it.
Even still, that'd have been excessive.
The
Like
shit that I be arguing about Miami, and I'm like, yo, that first year,
the thing about
that's
Miami,
not a super team. They got Bosch. Bosch wanted to go there, so they got Bosch. LeBron was supposed to come to the Knicks, and then Dolan fucked that up.
First off, stop
That's
lying.
a super team. That's a super team, bro.
Stop lying. This is the Knicks fan. Stop lying.
No, definition.
Stop lying.
The definition of a super team is, bro. The definition of a super team is taking niggas in their prime and throwing them all together. It don't matter how he announced it. Braun in his prime, Wade in his prime, Bosch in his prime. See, with the Celtics, imagine if all three of those niggas was in their prime. Imagine nobody would have been winning. Honestly, nobody, just them. They're way past they. They way past their prime.
Defense.
Thank you. That's my point. Paul Pierce went from dropping like.
And Garnett, forget about it.
Exactly. Garnett was dropping like what, 20 to 30 with still 15 rebounds. Paul Pierce was doing 20 to 30. Ray Allen was doing, 20 to 25. Most of those threes, like I was saying, niggas really wouldn't have been winning. But my definition of a super team, especially during that time of when LeBron did it, my nigga, the East, I'll say this as plain and clear as I ever could. The East had nothing. There was nothing over there of whatsoever that could even attempt to stop them. Nothing. I think the teams that was in second and third had like 40 wins to those niggas 50, 60s. Like, that's how bad it was. The teams that was in
I think they fought the same teams. I think they fought the same teams in each playoff run.
My nigga, come on. Think about that. Who's going to stop
They beat Indiana twice.
They beat Indiana twice. They beat Washington twice.
That's why.
Then they played the Wizards, the Heat.
I don't know who. It went by so fast that whoever they played got annihilated.
That was with the Cavs.
Not even. They didn't play Washington with the Cavs because Washington, you was talking about where Miami. That's when Gilbert Arenas decided to have a gun, and that's ruined his career. But we're not going to talk about that. It's not about Mr. Arenas. Mr. I'm gonna run on a treadmill and Chuck Taylor's make people look stupid during my pro day.
That story is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. And Richard Jefferson's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, and then like this is why when they played Dallas, niggas had no answer for Dirk. Niggas wasn't used to they wasn't used to teams and they wasn't used to teams even attempting to fight back against them, my nigga. There was a point in one of the games where Dirk literally fought that whole team by himself for like at least 3 minutes. He went on a 17-0 run by himself. Like, no one else scored.
That was game 4.
And he was sick that game. Which was crazy. He was sick that game. This is why they had no answer for that shit. They didn't understand what to do with it or how to deal with it or anything of that fucking nature. Because most of the teams they played had who? Nobody. And even if they did have somebody, it was one nigga with just a whole bunch of like rookie niggas or some shit. Like,
oh yeah.
So that's my idea of a fucking super team right there. I can't even put it any other description. Like, people like to bring up the Golden State and KD situation. That situation, my nigga, take away KD, that whole team got drafted. Literally take away KD, the whole team got drafted.
Except for KD and Iguodala.
Okay, we could go with that. We'll go
with that. Traded though.
Iguodala got traded, but like for literally just to be specific in the conversation.
No. We could definitely go with that. But three of the main niggas that's good on that team got drafted. And I could see if anybody else went after them or anything like that. This nigga had to wait years to put those three niggas together. It's not like that happened all in 1 year or happened all in 2 years.
Should have gotten a ring for the first championship run.
Oh, definitely, because he put that team together.
Steve Kerr said, "Nah, you go. I'm gonna take over."
But that's my thing. Like, Bron and Dwayne Wade and Melo, all three of them wanted to play together for a while. That was one thing that
they wanted the banana boat part of the team.
Exactly. They definitely wanted to play together. Niggas knew that for a while. But my thing is that if you look at it any other way, like, there's just no other There's just no other way to like even like chalk that up. Because at that moment, LeBron is in the height of his you know, his prime. Clearly, his intentions going to that team was to get a ring, nothing else. There was nothing, no other intentions. It was, I'm going to get a ring, that's it. Like, yeah, you came back to Cleveland, that's cool and everything, but it's like, at this point, you already like, you know, rode the wave in Miami and milked them for everything they had it. Like, so at this point, you know, what else could be done, you know? What else? Like, that was, oh my God, that team, man. Even still, like, even while when they lost that finals, niggas was like, on paper they shouldn't have lost. On paper. And this is one of those situations back to what Show was saying, like, on paper. Like, don't get me wrong, on, you know, on paper, like, that says a lot. But they just couldn't stop Dirk, you know. It's a 7-foot German with a jump shot. Like,
it was literally 10 versus 7 people.
I mean, yeah, and then, you know, Bron had the worst meltdown of his career in that situation. Which one thing I could say is that
I mean,
Bron
he just left. What are you talking about? He just left in the fourth quarter. He only played 3 quarters. He just walked away.
No, I'm not even still, bro. Even still, like, but that's a meltdown in my opinion.
I found it hilarious that you had bum ass Mario Chalmers talking about, you the star of the team. Stop crying.
Those are my facts, nigga. Though. Dwayne Wade,
those are, you know, like, those are facts, but like Chalmers, like, niggas can't keep giving you the ball and you like fucking 4 for 16 yelling at LeBron. Fuck out of here, bro.
No, that's definitely true. That's definitely true.
Like, like, to be honest, I agree with Mario Chalmers, but like, my nigga, if I'm giving you open looks, my nigga, drain those shots, my nigga.
But this is why I say I like Miami LeBron more. If LeBron would have been
Miami LeBron was the best LeBron.
Yes, because he was selfish. He needed to be selfish.
He was like, that's when he was doing being cold assassin shit. And then he's like, I'm gonna build a team. Look at me, yay!
I'm telling you, the last time LeBron was really selfish was Game 1 against Golden State when Pipe God ruined their chances.
It is crazy because, wow, man, we're not even gonna talk about that. But
nigga,
it's
LeBron
like
dropped 51 on the prime Golden State Warrior team, bro.
I mean, that's how you do it.
Like, I'm like, nah. That was the last time I see LeBron that selfish.
That's how you do it. My thing is like the shit, like I said, the shit with the Nets, man. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna front. That's, in my opinion, that's definitely a fucking super team. I'm not even gonna put it any other way. The fact that you got Harden and KD on the same team, I can't look at it no other way. And people be like, "Oh, well, they used to play before," but you know,
they was drafted.
There's a difference, and that Suns team.
There's a huge difference. One, hold on.
One, and he just dips. Look at that shit.
That's like, and I tell people that Thunder team was probably one of the greatest teams to never win a ring. That and the Suns team with Marion, Stoudemire, Nash, Joe Johnson.
Who else they had?
Like that
team.
That team was fucking stacked. I think Ariza was on that team too, coming off the bench. I think.
No, Ariza was on the Knicks still.
Okay, but like, I'm like, yo, because if you look at it, that Thunder team had. You
know what it was? It's literally James Harden got cold because James Harden got. I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, my bad. My girl called me, but.
Like I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the OKC.
I mean, but like I said, that's a super team, hands down, no questions asked.
The Nets got literally
practically every nigga that LeBron done trampled.
Nah, first off, if James Harden and KD gets a ring together, they're gonna flame that nigga Westbrook.
He's what?
Gonna get flamed.
Honestly,
it's not Westbrook's fault.
No, it's not Westbrook. It's not Westbrook's fault. But the thing is, Westbrook could have been a part of that.
And
it's not his fault.
They're gonna flame Westbrook. Be like, you was the reason why they couldn't do it before. They're gonna, it's Twitter though. They're gonna drag him for no reason.
None. Going to the store.
I just went on the terrace to smoke real quick. Get a little air, feel nice. But
Yo,
they definitely gonna drag Westbrook. They gonna drag that nigga up and down. And the crazy thing is, the Nets don't even need to repeat or anything crazy. Just the fact that they win once. That's all they
and
need to do is win once. That's it.
you basically won in New York.
Because niggas is like, oh, KD got his rings because of going to Golden State. If KD proves that he could go get a ring somewhere else, and then niggas gonna say like, oh well, he had Harden. Well, you kind of can't use that because LeBron had Wade and Bosh too. So
And
if that
then
applies, if that's okay for Bron, you're gonna have to let that be okay for KD too. So at
the
the
only
end
thing
of
I didn't like about KD was
going
you
to Golden
base
State, yeah, that
yeah.
was a little
I'm
crazy.
like, yo, bro.
This is the way he did it. It was like, bro, like
It's like the way you did it that made everyone. And I was like, yo, if you're gonna say LeBron's legacy is tainted because he went to Miami, like
Your legacy definitely tainted, bro. Because
I'm
it's
like,
not
yo,
even like
you
my thing
literally
is, I'm
you went
not
to the
mad at
team
Golden
that beat
State.
you.
I'm not mad at Golden State. Golden State saw the issues that they had. Golden State was like, all right, we're having issues closing games. So if we could pick up KD for this little bit of money, that's lit. So I can understand you trying to, to fill a spot on a weakness and everything. But my thing with KD is just, bro, really? Like, really? Like, yeah, you it's bad enough you had those niggas 3-1. That was the crazy part. Y'all just couldn't close it. And then fucking Sith Curry went into KD's ear and just told that nigga some
join
magical
the
words.
dark side.
And KD was like, bet, I'm gonna throw it all away for you. I got you. nigga
I
KD
didn't get
was
a
like,
ring. Say no more.
nigga said,
I just felt
come
bad. If
join
DeMarcus
us and you
Cousins
can
joins
get
the
a ring
team,
in the
if people,
finals,
yo,
KD.
DeMarcus Cousins gonna get a ring, and they lose to the fucking Raptors, b.
Ooh.
Honestly, if Golden State was healthy, Raptors would have never won.
Yeah,
They would have never won. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh no, I agree 100%. They would have lost.
KD
Which
came back on
they
the
set
court.
up
I'm not
KD.
even gonna lie.
KD's injury,
Nah.
that was a setup.
KD set up KD because KD let social media and all that shit, fuel his put a battery in his back.
Nah, but it's like you put a cold ice pack on an Achilles tendon. You don't
you
put a
wildin'.
cold ice pack. You put a hot pack. Put a heat pack on that.
The point is that nigga should have never been on the floor. And then
Oh no, I agree.
And the thing is, even without KD, they could have brought it home. But when Clay went down, it was a wrap. Like that series was over the minute Clay went down. Like everybody and their mother was getting injured in that shit. Everybody. And once I saw Clay go down, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. It's over because Clay and Curry could have carried it by themselves. They could have did that, but Steph wasn't doing that alone. Nah.
Oh no.
Not against all that. He wasn't doing that.
And they already got rid of Iggy. If they would have had Iggy, that means you have another scorer. You still can try to edge that out, but you got rid of Iggy. I like Draymond, but Draymond ain't as efficient as of a scorer that what they need them to be.
Know. Nah, he need to have a good night to drop like 30 or something.
Like I said, if anyone unless Draymond drops 20, I'm flaming you. Like, why is Draymond dropping 20? Y'all see, he's a 6'7" power forward. That's not even heavy. Y'all gonna let him.
Draymond, yeah, but he do play bully ball though. That's one thing.
Draymond Green is just a taller version of Patrick Beverly at the power forward position.
You said Pat Bev.
It works though.
I know. That's why I was like,
nigga. Oh my god, niggas.
It definitely works. That's one thing I can say. It works out really well for them. Honestly, I don't know what to expect. And when it comes to the finals, I expect the Lakers to be there. If the Lakers don't make it, that's wild. I don't know who's going to beat them. I can't see.
The Jazz.
It's possible, but
I'm like, I could, like, to be honest, I'm like, out of everyone in the West, Jazz look really, really fucking good right now.
Yeah, but we all know Dallas play hard in the playoffs. We all know that. And
Luka plays hard in the playoffs.
Luka is still Luka at the end of the day.
Luka plays hard.
That
And
nigga's
anything
literally.
which this season is proving is that Luka can't do it on his own because, like, he still Mavericks still got good players, but also in the same atmosphere, there are certain players that aren't performing the way that they should have.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Your favorite former Knick player?
What? Watch your mouth. Don't ever put that nigga.
I feel like if
I
the
told him.
The Mavericks should have went after what's the name? What's this nigga? Shit, anybody. They should have went after Drummond, but I doubt he would have went because LeBron got the wow factor of pulling niggas in. So
The shit that's crazy to me, I just want to know when it comes to, I'm just surprised that I'm actually happy for Tim Hardaway Jr. being as healthy as he is.
bro, it's the Knicks, bro. Playing for the Knicks end your career. It happens. Like it's a Knick curse, bro. Look what happened to Andre Stoudemire. He was on fucking Phoenix, healthy as a
Andre?
fucking monster. Yeah,
It's Amari.
but Amari Stoudemire, like he was over there. He was over on
Andre
Phoenix.
Now, who is Andre Stoudemire?
I was like,
Amari Stoudemire was putting in pain on the Phoenix. He go to the Knicks, everything changes. Nigga Mello over on the Nuggets, putting in pain. Go to the Knicks, injuries. Like it's a Nick curse. Like everybody want to be the next Allen Houston. Like just want to get injured for 10 years and collect money. Like
nigga said, and then the worst part is, yo, y'all watch I think it's sports. It's something like Secret Base, and they do like sports shows and shit like that. They started talking about the Knicks collapse, son. That shit is fucking hilarious, son. Niggas gave away mad draft picks. We could have drafted fucking. We could have drafted Curry. We could have drafted Aldridge.
We're not gonna talk about the draft picks. Y'all niggas fucked up by giving Allen Houston, no need Houston, that $200
million contract
200
for 16 plus years. Nigga retired, was still getting regular season checks. Nigga, what? Not regular season veteran checks. I'm talking about regular season $1 million checks. Thanks, Dolan.
Look, niggas make bad decisions every day.
They be alright.
Yeah.
They about to make another bad decision when Julius Randle goes to a whole new team, and I'm gonna laugh. Today was a good day.
Don't wish that. Don't wish that even on me.
Nah, he's definitely leaving, and that's not even me being rude or anything. But why would he stay? What is there to gain from staying?
I say I'm like, cause here's the thing, because Knicks is still trying to save salary caps. Like Knicks is trying to save salary cap space, so I feel like they're gonna pay him, get rid of like Frank and other players to try to bring in more talent to fit around how Julius Randle likes to play, which could work. That's literally my best guess in terms of that.
All right, they're gonna trade for Jaylen Brown.
Shut the fuck up with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that shit ain't happening.
Nigga said Jaylen Brown.
The day Jaylen Brown goes to the Knicks, I'm gonna tag Matt. Nigga, I was right.
I'm just gonna throw. I'm gonna just throw my phone somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want, like I say all the time, I want all the teams to be good. I miss that. Like, I miss watching, East and West games where all the teams was good. I feel like the last time we had that was when the Nets made it against the Showtime Lakers in the finals. Not even when the Sixers made it against Kobe and fucking Shaq.
Nah, that was the worst team in NBA history, bro.
That's why I hate when people.
Cleveland's team is worse.
No, it's not.
Nah,
no, it's not. My nigga Eric Snow was on that team. Tyronn
Van Hoore. Keith Van Horn
on that team.
No, Tyronn Lue was on the Lakers.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, That team was terrible, bro. I'm not even just saying that. Like that team was terrible, bro.
Hold on. Google is our friend.
Like that team had no reason being that bad.
2001 76ers team.
Just look at the points per game. That's all you need to do.
All right. They had Allen Iverson, Dikembe Mutombo, mind you, old ass Dikembe Mutombo, Eric Snow, Aaron McKee, Tyron Hill, Matt Granger, Raja Bell, Todd McCulloch, Jermaine Jones, Kevin Ollie, Rodney Buford, George Lynch.
Man, fuck all that. Just read off the points per game, bro. That's all you need to do. Just read the points per games.
Hold on. I'm trying to look at the actual points.
Yeah, please do that for me.
I got you right now. Give me that. Advanced stats. All right. Allen Iverson. Okay, I don't care the fact that he was 25. Field goals made. Field goals attempted. 3 points made. 3-pointers attempted. Free throws made. Free throws attempted. Shoots, blocks. I'm looking for fucking points. Allen Iverson, 178 points in all 5 games. 178 points, right? Okay. Dikembe Mutombo is second with 84 points.
Do you hear that?
178 to 84.
Now look up Cleveland Cavaliers of 07.
The 07 team? Okay.
Like the fact that LeBron had Kevin Love, that says a lot.
He didn't have Kevin Love in 07.
No, he damn sure did not.
No. He didn't. My bad.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Whoa.
the Cavs team that got the broom from San Antonio.
LeBron James, Drew Gooden, Daniel Gibson, Sasha Pavlovich, Iguodala, and Anderson Varejao, Damon Jones.
That's the same year that Anderson Varejao got violated by Dwayne Wade.
I ain't gonna talk about that. He got nuts in his face, bro.
I just want to put that out there. It was
Damon
that
Jones, year. Darnell Marshall, Eric Snow, Larry Hughes, Shannon Brown, Ira Newby, Scott Pollard against Parker Duncan Ginobili.
I mean, we know what they was going against.
Oh, that's sad. I forgot one of the Lakers teams. I'll say too. Like, was it like the 09? No, the 08 Lakers team.
Talking about what Karan Butler, Kwame Brown, Sasha Vujacic, and them niggas.
Yeah, fucking Kobe said, "Get on my back."
I mean, yeah.
That
nobody to rely on.
Hold on.
I got you. Just
hold on.
The hell?
Hold on. This nigga Julio hits up the chat. Sir, we're potting. We're potting, and you screaming you're like a damn Neanderthal. I hate you right now. Any hoot. We should change topics. Oh, okay. Boom. All right. We're going to wait for Daquan to
come. For the other topics.
No. I'm going without him because I'm not going to sit here like it's been over an hour. He might have fell asleep, whatever the case may be. He joins. But
Got it. Say no more.
I'm here.
We're just
My
gonna
nigga,
we just gonna do an intro because
Allen Iverson didn't have a single nigga on his team that had over 15 points.
during that series.
My nigga, during the season. Fuck the series. The season, nigga.
Niggas
Now,
said
now what was that? The 08 Cavs?
07.
That nigga didn't have a single nigga over 15.
That's sad.
Larry Hughes was averaging 15.
I still don't know.
I mean, even still, you got 3 other niggas in double digits at least. Like, now, let me compare this to the Sixers shit. What's that? 4 niggas in total or in double digits. Where we at? Where is it? Oh, okay. So both of them had 3 niggas, including themselves, in double digits. But still, fucking this nigga, Allen Iverson, didn't have a single nigga over 15 points for that season. A single nigga. And you know what's the worst thing about that? Yeah, LeBron went up against the Spurs and shit. And don't get me wrong, like the Spurs is the Spurs. My nigga, the Sixers played prime Shaq and prime Kobe. That's my thing. And they won. And the crazy thing is they won a game. That's what made no sense.
That was
The
wild.
fact that they even won a fucking game, that was crazy. No one saw that shit coming whatsoever.
And they won game 1.
Yeah, they would definitely won.
I think AI had like what 48 that game.
Too much. We're gonna just say that he had too much points.
And they was like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna zone this nigga, and the zone came legal that next season.
Of course.
Cause this little nigga here, we not doing this.
Shit, crazy, man. That's what I be trying to explain to people. Like, you got to remember, things was a way worse during that time where Allen Iverson was playing. Allen Iverson had to run in the paint against fucking Shaq. Like, really think about that. Against Shaq, he had to run in that paint, bro. And it's not like he's LeBron's size. Like, that's the thing I try to explain to people. It's not like he's LeBron's size. And then people would be like, well, it sounds like that team was better. No, Allen Iverson was better. That's what you're hearing. There's nothing else that was better. Just Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was like, fuck it. I'm not about to just let these niggas do whatever they want to me. And that's what happened to fucking, LeBron when the Spurs was just fucking keeping this nigga at the 3 line. Niggas, you gonna score, shoot the jump shot. If you want to score, that's the only way, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You gonna come in here, we're not having it. The main worst thing I can say is he did have to deal with healthy Ginobili and shit.
Like prime healthy Ginobili, like that was a fucking problem.
That shit is scary. So I can say that LeBron had it a little tougher. I want to say, like.
And then he had one of the dirtiest defenders of all time, Bruce Bowen.
Oh my god, that nigga.
That nigga was.
You mean Farnsworth Bentley, bald head nigga? And that's what
bald
Bruce
head
Bowen
Bentley.
Was. Bruce Bowen was a bald headed Farnsworth Bentley.
My man, bald headed. Terrible.
Bald headed Bowen.
Oh my god.
My man played 10 years as the best defender. 10 years, and 2 of those years he got Defensive Player of the Year, and said, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more.
They was shanking niggas to get steals and shit.
Like, it's just bad, man. Like I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. He definitely had some hard shit to deal with. I'm not going to sit here and downplay that whatsoever. He definitely, I knew for a fact that there was no way he was winning those finals. He was just a sacrifice and nothing else. Like he was nothing but a fucking sacrifice. But it's just when you don't play against anything tough. I mean, what was the toughest thing? Who he beat to get there? It was Miami. I mean, not Miami. Fucking.
He beat Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit. He beat Boston.
Those are good wins. I can't lie.
Detroit was he beat Detroit. No, he didn't beat Boston. He beat Boston when he was in Miami because he couldn't beat Boston in Cleveland.
No. Yeah, that wasn't happening.
He beat Detroit.
He definitely was not beating them niggas on Cleveland. Boston had that nigga on fucking lock. Nigga, like Kevin Garnett said, the fuck is a LeBron James?
Wow.
That shit had me fucking crying when that nigga said that.
The Wizards too.
Who?
They beat the Wizards. That was like Gilbert Arenas last year, playoff wise. They beat the Wizards, the Nets, and the Pistons.
Who's that?
LeBron James 07 Cavs.
Who's the Wizards?
I don't think they even have the current logo. I think they had that big blue man like that.
Yeah, they had.
Man had Mr. W shaped with the ball.
Like I still don't understand what the fuck. Hold on, let me see that old logo again.
Yeah, they beat the Nets. Second round and third round they beat Detroit.
It was crazy. I knew he was gonna lose those finals because he was actually going like head to head with all those teams he beat. So when I saw the Spurs just massacring niggas on their way to the finals, I'm just thinking to myself like, why would they sacrifice LeBron like this? Like,
he's like this. The man pulled the only way you're gonna win if you fail. And
that's it.
That
you don't got enough. You don't got enough hatred, little nigga.
I mean, he didn't.
No, shit. We've been talking about this topic for a fucking good minute, and
this nigga want to still lie and say LeBron want to go to the Knicks. Like, nigga,
who said that?
This Knicks fan here.
I did not say that. I said LeBron had a meeting with the Knicks and Dolan fucked it up.
I mean, what do you expect? The Knicks, they don't get anything.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect that nigga to get anything.
The Knicks, how much money they would have gave me too? Like, we give you $100 million 1 year. Like, I don't trust you.
God, the Knicks, the Knickerbockers, the New Yorkers. I need you to not.
The Knicks, the blue and orange. We're the blue and orange. Shut up. You be purple. We need black and blue the way y'all play. On that team.
Leave my Knicks
also
alone.
Also, a side note thing. I don't know if any of y'all know, but Lee came out with Wild Rift for the phone. It is like officially out. I'm not gonna lie, my nigga. This game is so beautiful, bro.
What is it?
It's wild. It's League of Legends for the phone.
That's all it is?
Yeah, but it's a complete new game. Like, it doesn't play like League. Like, it has, the League aspects and everything, of course. But like, you could tell they had to make like a whole new game just to optimize it for the phone. And it just has me super, excited for the console version. Because it took a while for the phone shit to come out, but the console, like, I'm more focused on the console version. Because, at the moment, like, Smite is like, one of the best MOBAs you can play on a console. But once League comes out, it's over.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I mean,
no competition.
Smite's in a very funny place right now. it's like it was slowly dying for the better half of 2 years, and then for some mythical reason, it just slowly started coming back into motion. And I don't know, like if Lee comes out for the console and that puts a fire under High Res's ass to like
It will, because it's league.
to like fix fucking Smite. I mean, fix fucking Smite is gonna be a glorious day for Smite players.
Shit, the day they fixed Smite, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This nigga's a fucking asshole, bro.
Who?
No, it's all right. So somebody got mad at me because I said on Facebook that Kong got his ass whipped. And the nigga's like, yo, did you just spoil the movie? And I'm like, did I? And the dude's like, yeah, I think you did, this, that. He's like, he was like, some people haven't seen it. And I'm like, okay. Like, what are you trying to get out of this? Like, what are you trying to get out of this? Like, I was like, niggas spoil everything, bro. Like, literally everything.
To me, it's not even that. It's like you said, why did Godzilla wash Kong? That just proves that Godzilla, anything. That doesn't necessarily mean Godzilla beat Kong at all. Even though we just talked about it, and that has nothing to do with the other. You could have easily said, like, yo, like, Kong got his ass, like, maybe Kong won the end. What if y'all don't know?
It don't even matter, bro. Just watch the movie. The nigga's like, oh, no, I can't dedicate time to watch the movie. How is that my fault? I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like,
You sound hurt.
What do you like?
Don't say it. Nah, here's the thing with spoilers. Here's the thing I don't get. Like, y'all know niggas that will always spoil movies. Why the fuck would y'all be on social media being like, don't be that person to spoil a movie? Nigga, shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, bro, it's social media. I was like, whenever a new movie come out, there's mad spoilers all over the internet.
The only thing I didn't see that much spoils of like that, oddly enough, was I didn't get that many spoilers for WandaVision.
Nah, honestly, the spoilers for WandaVision was like any Marvel movie.
The only spoilers I got WandaVision wise was Agatha.
Yeah, because that shit was everywhere. And niggas was making memes left and right about her. But even still, like,
only thing. But I'm like, here's the thing. If you can't dedicate time to watch something, don't get mad at other people for wanting to talk about it. They want to talk about it on their public site that they decide they want to talk about. Yo, you upset at me because you spoiled something, or you can watch the movie for yourself. Like my boy Brandon was literally put R.I.P. Kong on his Facebook status. I'm like, yo, Kong doesn't die. But I didn't say that. I literally said, yo, don't listen to this nigga, watch the movie yourself.
You're like, oh my god, why would you do that?
It's like, yo, you're spoiling it. And mind you, this nigga spoils everything, bro. Everything. This nigga spoils everything moving. Yo, when Infinity War came out, I watched it that Friday. I left the theater that Friday when we went to see Infinity War. My boy spoiled everything, son. Fuck Star-Lord, nigga. They got mad at him.
But
yo, they got mad. No, it wasn't even that. It was like, damn, Star-Lord punched Thanos. It was like a deadass. Damn, Star-Lord punched Thanos in the face, and they caused the Avengers to lose. Now Thanos won. Damn, R.I.P. everybody. Shit, crazy. That's how he'll deadass spoiled the entire movie. But
I mean, that's a spoil right there.
But the funniest shit about that is that niggas got mad at him for spoiling that, but shared every fuck Star-Lord meme that came after that.
Even still, I wouldn't be mad though. I wouldn't be mad.
I just say there's something I want to watch, and I know niggas is gonna spoil it. I'll just stay off social media for a bit.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I don't even stress spoilers. Like, oh my god, you spoiled a movie. Like, shut up. Like, you on social media, someone's gonna post it. Just don't go on the internet. Shut up. I'm not gonna be on the
internet. That's why I just ignored that nigga and just left the shit alone. Like, just stop. Like,
It's
You
not
sitting
Like,
here
I have,
whining and crying about a
like I
movie.
said,
Like,
I understand if you say, "Yo, don't spoil the movie for me." It's like a weekend. Once that week is up, you still talking about don't spoil the movie?
that's
Nah,
going to the theaters, bro. That's literally going to the theaters. You can watch this on your phone. You can watch this on your computer. You can watch this at home.
niggas is just weirdos, man.
Like, that's why I never cared about like spoilers for shows that are on like streaming services, because I'm like, yo, I can easily watch this shit whenever the hell I feel like it.
like shut up. Like, but no, you can play the movie. Man, like you little bitch. Shut up. Like, come on, like.
Then like, yo, and so my boy, when me and Daquan went to see Endgame that Thursday, back of my mom, I'm like, yo, my boy Brand's gonna spoil this shit Friday. Friday morning at like 12 in the, like, this nigga probably went to that fucking early Friday morning screening, pulled up and was like, rest in peace, Tony Stark. I'm out.
My nigga, the
I
movie was
was
spoiled for me.
dead,
The movie was
bro.
spoiled for me for
The
mad long.
movie
Niggas
was
like Tony
leaked.
died and everything.
The
But
movie
did
was
that
leaked.
change
So
did that change how I felt about the movie? No. Did I care about the spoiler? No. I still went to go see
niggas
this
all
shit.
the time. I'm like, I'm like, me personally, I'm like, how is that really a spoiler? No, because everyone could have. Their contract is up. He literally said, I do not ever want to play Tony Stark again.
Yeah, nigga said I'm done with the character. I finished the character's arc. I'm done.
It kind of limits the way that ends for him as much as possible.
Niggas is just stupid.
Anywho, speaking of spoilers, yo, so I know Daquan seen it.
What?
Did you watch the gospel known as Zachary Snyder's Justice League?
I'm actually watching that Friday.
Bro, no lie.
Watch
Possibly
that.
possibly one of the greatest superhero movies I've ever watched. And I'm not just saying that lightly. I'm not just saying that because this is something I wanted to see. I'm not just saying that, because of how good the movie I think it is or anything like that. Personally, how you make a good superhero movie is you take the best aspects of, each hero and you bring it forth. Now, if you've seen Josh Whedon's version and you see this version, you're going to be like, well, this wasn't explained before, or I didn't understand that, or why is that happening? So many things get explained here. I mean, so many things. And that was the best thing that I liked about the movie.
I'm waiting for y'all to talk because I told everyone that doubted my DC mind that if this movie is remotely good, I was going to talk so much shit. I gave these niggas a good 2 weeks to fester, and I need them to understand that I'm about to talk some real shit. First and foremost, I don't understand how, as a production company that likes to make money, that you consistently shit on this man's vision for a movie that you're giving him money for to eventually make you money. You've been wrong at least twice. At least twice.
Yeah. It's good,
Yo,
niggas.
bro, what up?
Late ass nigga.
I do what the fuck I want. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, word, that is fucking
You
crazy.
better stop or this nigga put a curse on you. Nigga
Get
come
out.
with the witchcraft.
Get out.
My nigga, not for nothing. Like, the thing is, all the scenes that was cut of Cyborg are so vital to the movie. And the fact
Cyborg
that
is literally the fucking movie.
yeah, and this is the reason why Ray Fisher was so mad. Because this was supposed to be his breakout movie, and this nigga just cut the nigga out the movie.
Get extra light in the night.
Imagine in Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot's, solo breakout movie, the movie was about Steve. Like, the niggas just turned the whole movie about Steve. You're gonna be like, the fuck? That shit gonna be weird as fuck.
This nigga's woke right now. This nigga put a curse on you, Matt.
We being extra light skinned tonight. That's how I see what we doing. We in our feelings tonight.
Oh, word.
Man,
Goddamn right. We about to speak about the gospel, nigga. Anyway, how you been, Joe?
What you mean? About half life right behind you?
Yo,
Yo, that would have been yo. Don't.
quick side story. Quick side story before we get back. I'm walking. I'm like me and Anna got off the train. We chilling. I'm walking with her at the Barclays Center. Then I hear someone says, "Hello, Matthias," and I'm like,
You almost died.
I turn around and it's fucking Vaughn.
Matthias, is that you? You now?
I better put some respect on my son Vaughn Diesel name before you come lay hands on niggas.
Nigga.
Jarrell, stop making fun of my name.
That's where Jay-Z from.
Yo,
Yeah,
when I'm
raised
tell you,
Brooklyn, Jarrell, you already know.
Marcy.
Oh
Nigga.
my fucking god.
Yo, when I mean to tell you the way this nigga pulled up, how's it going, Matthias? I'm like, what the fuck? See, I'm like,
The last thing Matt was about to see was him throw up the diamond, and that was it.
that's it, nigga. I was about to
Diamond
get
cutter.
nigga.
I can see diamond cutter and that's gone.
Nigga, when I told this nigga, drove this nigga, I was like, yo, so Vaughn ran up on me and spared me my life in the middle of fucking Atlantic Avenue.
That's because Havelock was right around the corner. He just didn't hear his cue.
You motherfucker. Oh yeah, but
Shout out to all those likes and follows you got from
From what?
the end of Havelock's life.
oh shut up.
Most recently.
Oh, shut up.
Nigga said the end of Havelock's life.
Well, yeah, that's how it happened. Was just playing Street Fighter 5, just came out. Arcade sticks had Zonda. Sudden came in with some stupid shit, got ultra'd, and this nigga Mac shows up and was like Don Genesis all over again. Right as Zangief slammed this nigga head first into the concrete.
Ah!
So
Look, man.
Look, I don't know, man.
This can save out for you, but that can't save your life.
I'm still mad,
Yo,
Vaughn.
like,
I'm still mad Vaughn ran down on you like that. Nigga just appeared out of nowhere.
Pulled up, son. Like, I got me looking like Carlito at the end of Carlito's Way, nigga. Like, remember me? Benny Blanco from RC Projects?
Nick Kimberly.
Yo, nigga was about to murk me right by the fucking NQ, or right by the N train, nigga. I was about to get murked. What the fuck is this? Put this here.
You did, apparently.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, nigga Colin.
What the fuck is this?
What is this? Yo, I'm like,
Niggas in some steps? Like, what is this?
Hold up. What the fuck? I need niggas to never do that shit again.
That's what happens when you talk about Von Diesel, see?
Nigga, Von Diesel hacked my shit.
I don't even know what the fuck.
I don't like where any of this going.
That's what happens. This man.
Nah, but fucking fat. But anyway, to get back to the story at hand, I don't understand how. I don't understand how in a functional production that's been around for over 100 years sees an opportunity that would make them a shit ton of money. Like, realistically, a shit ton of money. And they take that and fuck that up.
I mean,
Twice.
niggas do that every day.
Maybe
Nah, there's a difference, bro.
Is
Because
there?
There is, because me personally,
Is
when it
there?
comes,
Like the reason why I put it like that is because Warner Brothers is gonna be like, okay, the Snyderverse, the Snyder Cut was pretty good. I hear a lot of niggas like it, and then you know what they're gonna do? Well, we're not gonna restore the Snyderverse, so there's that.
oh, that's annoying.
I mean, I personally think it's stupid not to restore the Snyderverse, but
Look, Warner Brothers don't know how to make a correct decision. They think they're gonna make bank on Space Jam 2.
They are gonna make bank on Space Jam 2. Because like the first Space Jam is gonna be mad product placement for 90 minutes. A lot of people tend to forget that shit. Like the first Space Jam was like mad fucking product placement. But honestly, in my personal opinion about the situation, um, as a production company, you fuck up a movie that was supposed to make you hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars. This wire is mad ugly, but fuck it. I'm gonna try to make it so it doesn't. So basically, this shit was supposed to make you hundred upon hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And what you did was let that shit flop, then act like it was Snyder that was the problem. Because you're sitting there thinking, "Oh, I've been doing this for 100 fucking years. We can do this. Hooray, Warner Brothers. Homie on the WB." And y'all were literally a laughing stock for a significant amount of time. Mind you, there's also but mind you, after that they came out with really good films such as Wonder Woman and Shazam. Aquaman was okay, but Wonder Woman and Shazam were their two power punches. Then y'all released the Ultimate Edition. After the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman, they were like, maybe Schneider should be the one handling it. And I'm pretty sure there's an actual Schneider cut of Justice League. And then I'm like, and then, Lord behold, Zack Snyder. Now, Zack Snyder's Justice League is nothing short of a fucking masterpiece. And here's why. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know if y'all hear that. That's my intercom downstairs. That shit is dying, but yeah.
It sounds like AOL dial-up down there.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like this shit
It
just
sounds like whatever
stays.
a Robot Jones.
Yo, nah. It's just like it's like for some apartments that shit just acts the fuck up and like sounds like a fucking dying speaker box. Like I just don't understand why it will do that. But to get back to the point, Zack Snyder's Zack Snyder's Justice League is fucking phenomenal. And mind you, you'll think it's the same movie because they mostly used shots from the same movie and footage from the same movie, but it's so much different from the little bit of footage that they. Oh my fucking god, this shit's annoying. Hold on, wait for that shit to go off. I need soundproof windows or some shit. God
Damn,
damn.
we're still on dial-up.
Yo, because this shit just goes on. Like, I don't understand.
I didn't get that because we're still dialing up.
Like, how bad y'all hear it on y'all end?
Nigga, I hear it.
Say less. Let me see what Daquan went while we're here.
Hey, Quans, I can't take this dial-up. Bye.
Let me just invite him back, see, like, if he... Yo, this shit is mad loud, son. Yeah. How you doing, Dro?
Black.
That was good. Nah, same old shit then,
And you know this.
nigga. Can this shit stop already, bro? Yeah.
Damn, yo, this dial-up make me feel mad old right now.
This shit doesn't even feel like dial-up. This shit just feels like.
But why is it still going on?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like this fuck. It's like literally, it's the intercom downstairs. Like like the speaker downstairs in the intercom for certain apartments. It does this shit with. Thank the fucking Lord.
I was going to tell you just close your window.
My window is closed.
Oh, then your building suck, bro.
Like, it's mostly because I'm on a fucking second floor. Like I'm like, and then where the window's at, where I'm at, it's literally right where the intercom would be at.
You heard that? You heard that, Havelock? Second floor.
How likely we getting ready like Mr. Flanders, coming to Matt Buff and shit.
They just gonna.
Matt just gonna go to the train station and Havelock gonna be on the top step.
They just gonna be just say, you come on up. I got the high ground. It's over.
And my man said, "Oh, you live on the second floor? I'm on the second floor now. Just kick you down the stairs."
They gonna be like, long live Matthias, and just kick me down the fucking stairs. But to get back to the point, now that we're back, Zack Snyder's Justice League is just so much better, even from the footage that they used, that they originally filmed, to what they have now. It just feels like a totally different movie. It's not the fact that it's 4 hours. It just feels like an actual completed movie. And you understand why shit happens the way shit happens. And you understand why things led to the point that they needed to lead to, compared to the Whedon cut, where it just felt like, oh, we're gonna make an Avengers movie, yay! And that shit just fucking flopped. Cyborg was probably the best character, most essential character in the movie. They did Cyborg incredible justice in this movie. Batman felt like Batman again. Wonder Woman eviscerated a nigga. Aquaman was as Aquaman could be in the movie. He still showed a type of purpose, but it still worked. I think Flash was pretty good, and it's supposed to be setting up Flashpoint if they decided to restore to Snyder Cut, and it could, and I feel like will work eventually. The thing is with Flash, one of my friends brought it up. The way they write his character in this feels like he will be better at it. It's more better for Wally West than it is for Barry. And I can see that because the way he tries to tell his jokes and the way his attitude is, I can see that, but I don't mind how this direction of Barry is. Because it still is a Barry that's still trying to figure out the Speed Force, which can cause him to make some similar jokes and similar antics as Wally would make it. Steppenwolf actually looked like a villain. Steppenwolf looked like a villain. Darkseid was as menacing as they come. That shit, for the little bit of screen time he was in, I was completely satisfied with that. And it set itself up to be more of an expansive universe, and finding out that Warner Brothers doesn't want to do it, but HBO does, it just now leaves fans in the loop, because you now have a gold mine, because people are demanding to see more of this compared to how it was back in 2017 when Justice League initially came out and everybody wrote DC off, especially with the events of fucking Black Panther and Endgame and everything else coming about afterwards. I'm very back and forth with just listening to the fans, but in this case, just let that man do his job. That man knows how to work. Let that man work. That shit was amazing. And it doesn't necessarily feel like 4 hours, but I do think you can make that into a miniseries and it'll still hit just the same. But for a 4 hour movie, it really didn't feel that much like 4 hours, to be completely honest. I know Dro. I don't know if Dro say you didn't see it, and Show say you watching it Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it Friday.
Yeah. Joe's like, I'm gonna just sip my drink because I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Spiked.
Is it engaged with alcohol? Thank you. And we'll get back to that topic when Daquan comes back. But if Daquan comes back, what the fuck? Where is it? In other fucking topics, you want to talk about fucking relationship low tier god, or y'all want to talk about Lil Nas X? Because I know those two are topics for y'all.
Like I said, we can just jump up to Nas X because that's like the main. Oh no, Christians are angry and it's fucking beautiful.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone that listens to our fucking podcast exactly knows what the hell's going on with Lil Nas X with his new video for Call Me by Your Name. I never see the point of being overly aggressive towards obvious quote unquote demonic imagery. Compared to being overly aggressive towards something that might be subtle about it. It clearly shows the devil. Of course, it's going to be demonic, but people don't speak on common sense. And mind you, this has nothing to do with the other common sense that is about to come up for obvious reasons. But to speak on the actual video itself, he started in heaven, then went to hell. They killed the devil, and they're saying that the video is demonic.
First off,
The video has the devil plain as day. I mean, I'm not the greatest religious person in the world, but if a video shows someone going to hell and then seeing the devil, I would think that, yeah, it will be a video that shows the devil because the devil's in the video.
First off, that whole scene had a whole message behind it, which no one is failing to see. It's like
they ain't trying to see the message.
That's the thing that's bothering me.
The devil's in the video, so
it
shows demonic imagery. Why would it show demonic imagery? Because that's how he purposely, maybe they thought about that and they purposely did it just to do it. I'm just at a point where I just don't know how to combat shit that's kind of common sense with stupidity. I really don't know at this point. Yeah. Before I pop a blood vessel, Joe, do you want to take over? Because I do not know what else I can say about the video besides the fucking obvious. It's a fucking music video. Get over it.
Here's the problem. And contrary to what everyone's trying to make it out to be, The sole root of the problem is that it's sexual and gay. It don't matter if it got Satan. It don't matter if it had Lil Nas X in it. As long as it's a gay man being overly
Hold on,
flamboyant,
gay and black. You gotta emphasize the type of gay.
I'm gonna get to that. Like I was saying, as long as you gay and you're doing something overly sexual, or if you're just doing something overly sexual and you didn't do anything to the Christian like eyes that was overly sexual beforehand, now they're gonna come down upon you because, oh, what about the children? What about this, that, and the third? When if you looked at this man's discography, you would know that ain't shit he done ever been for kids. This man in Old Town Road was sipping lean and riding dick, alright? There was nothing made for kids. They took that image and tried to make it for kids. Then he did something that made them uncomfortable, which was something that they condemn gay people to, and that's hell. So what did Lil Nas X do? He went to hell. He killed Satan. But before he did that, he gave him one of the most fashionable lap dances I have seen in a quite some fucking time. Their problem isn't the satanic imagery. It's the fact that it's a gay man going to where they condemn gay people to, doing something with the devil, and they're trying to spin a narrative to say it's about their children. Or this is too much.
I have a question for the class. Is this one of these situations where they got exactly what they're asked for, and now they're upset that they got exactly what they asked for, considering that he's a gay man spitting their imagery back in their face, and they're mad about that?
Not
Yep.
only is he spitting their imagery back at them, he's spitting their fucking rewritten book back at them.
Okay. As long as you're on the same page.
Oh man, that whole book. And the
They're,
worst part is like the follow-up drone thing. That a whole going to hell thing was a whole message, basically getting like accepting yourself for who you are and breaking away from when he broke the devil's neck. It was more like I'm gonna accept myself and I'm gonna break away from these labels and try and do what other people think. Just live for myself. That's what the whole thing was about.
that was him taking and
Charge of
reclaiming everything he is.
and I'm like,
Because if you do what they tell you, then you get to go to heaven where there's crystal horses and just pearly gates and everybody has angel wings and they're flying around eating fucking Twinkies and shit. But here's the problem with that. As we have clearly seen, a lot of Christianly angelic imagery turns out to actually be the bad guy. That's the catch 22. This is the stuff that they don't talk about.
oh yeah, like, I can get into a whole thing too. There's a whole bunch of stuff that get you sent to hell. Like
Here's the
being
funniest.
mentally disabled is a sin, so you're automatically going to hell. So like
Here's,
you hear that?
here's the funny thing about that, right? So what they like to tell people who have disabilities, and this is a post I had seen earlier today. I wish I could remember the name, but they told this girl, at least I believe it's a girl. If I'm getting it wrong, anybody feel free to correct me.
The
That
Twitter post comments, right?
that once she goes to heaven, or once they go to heaven, I'm going to use they, be gender neutral here because I'm not too sure what they identify as. Once they go to heaven, their defects, their earthly defects will be restored and they'll get to be just as good as everybody else who doesn't have a disability. This is what they told this child
I know the
since
post
they
you're
were
talking
growing
about.
up. And then, the child began to believe it and, spat it out as, a joke. And all a room full of Christians laughed about it, except one. And he was like, "Who told you that?" And the child's like, "Everybody." He was like, "If you're supposed to go to heaven, you're gonna go as you are because heaven is supposed to be all accepting. There's nothing wrong with you. If you're made in God's image, there's nothing wrong with you. So therefore, you should be in heaven. If you lived a just life." But now here's the problem. They took that book, they reread it, they took out pedophilia and tried to replace it with homoerotic,
Homosexual.
homosexuality, homoerotic, whatever, homo everything except, the norm, or what they call the norm, rather. So if it doesn't fit their blueprint, you're going to hell. So what I don't get, right? Because they're mad at Lil Nas X, but I don't remember this amount of an outrage about Bigger, Longer, Uncut. I remember them trying to cancel South Park as a whole, not just because of the Satan scene. Like their issue was just the cursing. They didn't have nothing to say about Satan fucking Saddam Hussein. They have a lot to say about many rappers or many metal artists or even shows
Hold
that
up.
have Satan in it itself. Hell, they said nothing about Lucifer. So this
They
man,
talking about-
There was a thing about Lucifer. That it was a thing. It wasn't as big because
point.
no one knew what Lucifer was as a show.
That's
But
my
yeah.
point. They took the time to read into Lil Nas X video to decipher that, and then to try to put their pitchforks on them. And you know what the the thing about that is? He's the wombo combo that they fear. Successful, talented, black, gay, and self-confident. And they don't like that.
I have
They
another
want to be
question
able
for the class.
they want to be able to tear that down. They want gay people to feel afraid and to feel like their lifestyle is wrong. But the funny thing about that is that you're allowed to love whoever the fuck you want to love. And no fucking religion can stop that. There was homosexuality in every religion.
Um,
You
everywhere.
look back into it. It's everywhere. Greece.
I,
What's
I
up?
wanna,
You
I
seem like
wanna,
you
I
got
wanna,
something to say.
I want a question for the class.
Step in
Um,
the podium like you about to ask voice actors some questions.
I would like to know approximately like 3 weeks ago when we watched Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B do splits on the Grammy stage and practically all make out with each other. Was there this amount of backlash?
There was some, not to this extent.
Oh no, because I know the answer. I know there wasn't. And this is my problem with situations like these, because me being a semi-religious man myself, passing judgment on someone within itself is a sin. You don't get brownie points for pointing and trying to say this person is wrong. Like nowhere in like they even in every form of the Bible, that is a thing. It's
You're
always been a
you're
thing.
not allowed to pass judgment.
That's always been a
Yeah.
thing. Like I don't get that. Every one thing from the beginning of time when the Bible first came about, passing judgment on others is something that should be frowned upon because of the famous story with the whore and they were throwing stones and they wanted Jesus to basically condemn her and he said he was without sin, cast the first stone.
Yeah.
So like within the same confines of that, why is anyone caring about anyone liking whoever they want when not even deep down, not even low key, it's very high key, they're doing absolutely positively nothing to you. They don't even know you exist until you open your mouth and start complaining about it. This is why I don't like this is why like I kind of strayed away from the internet or strayed away from even entertaining people's like bullshit as much as I do, because what the hell? Because mind you, I feel like if it wasn't for the backlash he was getting before when he came out as gay, when Old Town Road came out and everything like that, I don't think this video would have been made, because one is definitely a reaction to another, which was I feel like was what's very
Oh yeah. And two on top of it is like
it was very well crafted.
to make things on top of that is like a lot of people just they nitpicking what they want from the Bible, but they don't realize everything that the whole homosexuality is the sin and all that came from Old Testament. don't realize like when the New Testament was written, when John the Baptist spoke about Jesus in the Old Testament, when Jesus came back from his when he came back from his 12-year trip, because there's 12 years that they taken out of the Bible, when he came back and started preaching, and one thing that he mentioned is like disregard everything that you learned about the old, and what I'm teaching you as Christianity is what it is. So they literally tell you everything in the Old Testament, drop that shit. That shit don't work no more.
Joe, is that smoke?
Yeah.
Like, is that like incense or like smoking the blunt for like the first time in your life?
It's rage.
Okay, Demon Slayer. Okay, Demon Slayer.
So that's why I'm like, that's why it annoys me, because like, as you mentioned, you was a religious. I went to church when I was younger. I've done church activities and stuff. Yes.
Like
The
it's
little
it's
old
so
me
fucking
has done church,
weird.
and
Like
it's like,
not you, but yeah, to
and it's
piggyback
like,
off it.
I mean, he had to have some claim for calling himself a child of the Lord.
I am a child of the Lord.
Shut up. We ain't trying to hear that.
I'm a good noodle, but as I was,
Captain Pat
Fucking
Slapper.
liar. Shut your ass up.
yeah. So I was like, I've been around in that church atmosphere, and it's like, I was more open to like learn about religion and stuff when I went my first year in college. That's when you start learning more shit, because you see a whole bunch of different stuff, and that's when you start taking all these, you start insight and stuff, and then you start learning that the religion that you've been following, that you thought was good and stuff, there's flaws to it, and they make you
Yes,
change your views and stuff. And I was like, that's why I have my issues with religion, because
Or we can leave people the fuck alone and
yeah,
take the text in Bible to give your own self-enlightenment, because that's the point of religion. Self-enlightenment. It's for yourself, not for you to sit there and start remembering no Russian, a motherfucker, just because you are enlightened and you feel like you need to force other people to be enlightened. And that's the problem and that's basically stems on how powerful religion is.
There's a whole other
And
can of worms that could go down.
yeah, that's what yeah, so it's like a lot of it just feels like, oh, this needs to be a thing. Now, mind you, I don't like talking about shit like this because it's like it to me it boils down like as like the most progressive, especially after 2020. I hate talking about shit that like is basically why are we talking about this? Common sense is you're being a dickhead. Stop being a dickhead. Let people do what they want when it's not problematic or bothering you. You know it's not bothering you. You just decided to talk about it because you feel like it's either a hot topic or you need to sit there and talk down to somebody to make your life feel better at the present moment because that's just how you want to be validated, which is fucking stupid. Like I don't like talking about that shit as much as I do. The only thing I will say that I am pro for is Nike suing the company for the Air Max shoe that came out with the video. That's the only
yeah,
thing. That's the only thing I agree with because I
because
find it.
like they should have
It's
just removed the check. If they would have removed the check, they would have been
yeah.
good money.
It's like they literally took Nike shoe that was already made in black, added like maybe a little extra stitching, and then acting like Nike was a part of that whole collaboration, which it wasn't. So that's the only gripe I have. Everything else with the video and the message behind it, good for him. I just don't care about anybody else really talking bad about it because if it's not for you, then maybe you should sit down somewhere and go to a place that you're wanted.
Yeah,
Like the internet's a very big place. I mean, I would like to think the internet's a very big place. Go to a place you're wanted. Like I don't understand how you honestly can watch a video that is riddled in demonic imagery, quote unquote, and being over sexualized, over homoerotica sexualized video a video that you know you wouldn't like and continuously watch it to talk about how much you don't like it.
That's the worst part. It's like,
What's wild about it? They're talking about, oh, their kids this, their kids that. If you ain't want your child to see it, don't let them see it. Y'all did a real good job keeping your kids, a lot of y'all kids, out of liking rap music. Y'all made them like country. You know that song, I Kissed My Honey with My Fists? Y'all had them singing that shit. Like, I don't see what's the problem. If you don't like it, don't watch.
The one
Like,
thing I will say,
it's like going to McDonald's and being like, why y'all ain't selling no steak? I'm telling everybody y'all suck because y'all don't sell steak. If you want steak, go to
a fucking steakhouse.
If you don't want to see Satan getting his whole schmeat danced on and then his neck snap, don't watch the fucking video. That's it. People are going to talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about on social media. But if it's to your displeasure, you always have the option of just minding your fucking business because that's free and you don't look stupid on the internet.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do a very instructional video real quick. So boom, this is a phone. Whenever I see something I don't like, I hit that button and I don't have to see it anymore. Or if I see something I don't like and I'm scrolling, I can just scroll up. See how that works? It's very simple, way more efficient. It maintains your blood pressure because I know for a lot of y'all get scared and y'all blood pressure gets high. Y'all gotta be hooked on machines. It's crazy. Like I really don't understand it. And I'm very, because I want y'all to live as much as humanly possible. And the way to do that efficiently is to not stress yourself out. Maybe watching a video
hold up.
that you know has
Quick
the devil in it.
announcement: the New York Knicks has lost to the last place team of the NBA, the Minnesota
Shut
Timberwolves, 102 to
up.
101. Just want to put that out there. You lost to the worst team of the NBA. All right, go
Oh
on.
my
Nobody
fucking
cares.
God.
It's the Knicks. Don't nobody care.
Fuck.
No one.
But back to my point. If you feel like this video might offend you or might be, you know, problematic towards your views on how the world should work and not your views about your morals and convictions and how your life is lived, then maybe you should avoid it. Because I can understand if he was attacking Christianity in the video and thus they responded. I could understand that. But that's not the case.
We don't agree with it, so therefore it's an attack. Because, that's how people respond to shit that they don't want to take the time to understand. Anger.
I
Because,
mean,
people don't
it's
grow
not
up.
about, to me, it's not even about you wanting to understand it.
No,
It's
they feel
about,
uncomfortable about it because it goes against what they've been taught to push into the dirt. It's like, how dare you be standing up? We're taught to stomp you out. And it's like, that makes me uncomfortable. You should adhere to what I want. Just like people who decide they don't want to wear masks and calling everybody stupid for wearing masks and caring about their, personal health. People are stupid. Just utterly stupid.
I just don't I don't have the energy to tolerate just tolerate people just being upset about situations that they can easily avoided by shutting up.
Should just sat there and eat your food.
Should just mind your fucking business. Not even mind your business. You can understand the video's there. You can be like, all right, obvious devil imagery. I'm not gonna watch this because it has obvious devil imagery. I know I'm not gonna like. Why would I watch something I know I'm not gonna like?
Motherfuckers get mad at that, but then go out and support the Jersey Devils.
I mean, they're a decent hockey team. No, you gotta understand that.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, the logo has a horn like the devil. It's NJ. The J has horns like the devil.
I'm just saying.
And the first part of the N is a tail.
I'm just saying. For me personally, when it comes,
and then they go out and eat goat.
They wear different linens. They go out. A lot of them go out and have tattoos on them. Then become born
before marriage.
Then become born again. then become born again and get more tattoos of religious verses that
They work on Saturdays.
they work on Saturdays. Their Sabbath became a Sunday when it was originally on a Saturday. Um, damn, I'm trying to figure out more.
Catholics
That is,
touching little boys.
we can go on for days. You
Man, they out
know,
here demon raging little boys.
we can go on for days, but I
I
just
can go on for days.
I don't have the energy to sit there and really be upset at people that just want to complain about every little thing. And that's why like I came to this topic the way I did, because I'm like, today's gonna be Lil Nas X. Tomorrow it could be Millie Bobby Brown or some shit like that. Like
Could be plenty of things. Ain't none of
like
them gonna
it's
lick a
like if
fucking
you
fence.
like who cares? Like like why do you care so much about people that aren't part of your circle, that isn't trying to disturb your circle at all?
Should have just sat there and ate your food.
That's
Just like
that's
that
First
fake
off,
chick. Shitty drunk.
those people who was repulsed by the video that watched it 5 or 6 more times are either sus, they are sus, or they really like the video, don't want to admit it.
the thing.
Uh,
There was a tweet that was like it's really resonates with everything. Basically, someone said people are complaining about the Lil Nas X video, thinking that the video is going to turn their kids gay. So maybe we should watch the WAP video to turn her straight, right?
That's not how that works.
Porn will make us straight if that's the case. That's how it works. Nah, according to them, that's how it works. That's how things work. So if it's that easy, out. I'm just saying. I just don't have the energy to really compete with people's bullshit when it comes to certain things. And I feel like I always have immense amount of empathy for all parties, because I just like, me personally, like my context of it, like my theory of it is, what's provoking you? What is causing your provocation?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Mute myself.
Yeah, what is causing your provocation? In every sense of the word. Like, what is making you feel this angry about something that isn't even meant for you? You are not the demographic. It's like if we sit there and talk about, if we have a sports show and then the anime community gets mad at me because I'm not talking about anime on my sports show, I'm gonna look at them like, well, this ain't an anime show, it's a sports show. Why are you fishing for things that you're not a part of and getting mad that it doesn't fit you? Not everything is meant for everybody. I just I don't know. That's just that's just my theory of it. Like I don't know if you wanted me to be more like more serious on the topic or anything like that. I just don't have the tolerance for people's nonsense and situations like this. Like when I was reading, huh?
I don't have time to care for it. Like,
Yeah, like that's what it is. I'm like,
what I take away from it and what I enjoy is that he's telling people who've been told they're going to hell to reclaim themselves, enjoy your life, and be gay to the fullest of your extent. Like, there's no reason why you need to live in fear while people can just try to tell you how to live your life and live happy like they don't have any consequence. No. Live your life the way you want to live your fucking life. Like, if you want to be gay, go be gay. Go swallow dicks or go fuck butts. Do whatever you want to do. Like, there should be nobody to tell you that you can't live your sexuality. You
it's a
can't.
power thing.
Like, of course it's a power thing because that's all they got in America and that's all they got in this slave nation that's going on here. They even got it to the, well, we already know this, but they got it to the point where black people literally try to act like Christianity is their religion. It's not. But you tell
My
them that's devil speak
Me
because
personally,
they're brainwashed into that shit. Like, it's okay to like actually be a Christian. Like, if that's your religion, that's what you want to be. Cool. But when you one of them Christians that are literally telling other people how to live their lives, and the fact that they don't worship God, that they're living their lives wrong, you can go ahead with that.
I want to like say this real quick. You know, guys, it's perfectly okay to agree to disagree. Like, I think, and it's crazy how now it's just me and you. It's like it's okay to be friends with someone that is in a completely different culture from you. You know, it's
Exactly.
okay. Like, it's like a quick like I'm probably one of the most goofy people in the world, but like my dynamic is more so spiffy shit and hood mentality rhetoric. Joe is probably one of the complete opposites of how I am as a person at times. We speak a lot on common sense because common sense is a superpower, so that's how we
Gotta
can't
love it.
join forces. But if you look at my personality if you look at me as a person and Joe as a person, we are two totally different people.
Entirely.
It's proof that maybe it's okay to let people be themselves.
Like nobody should have to worry about being friends with anybody if they can't be accepted for who they are.
What the
Like
fuck?
a lot
Like,
of these kids out here today are repressed because of the households that they're in. They can't, be their greatest alternative selves. Or maybe some of them want to be a pastel fairy. Maybe some of them want to just wear gypsy clothing. Excuse me if that's a slur or something. I'm not exactly sure of the proper terminology for that. But some
right.
people might want to be hippies. Some people might want to listen. Everything's fine unless you're like a Nazi or some shit. Then you're getting punched in the face. Like there's no exception for that. You getting
Like,
punched in the face.
it's like the crazy shit about that is there are racists in this party, racists in America that sit there and can coexist with people. They just think white people are superior. They don't go around saying white people are superior. They just think that and they go about their business. They don't get punched in the face. You know why? Because they're not trying to force anything to happen. You see how that works? I just gave I just gave people a fucking handbook on how not to get punched in the face. Mind your fucking business. See how easy that is? Joe, how easy it is to mind your business? Because I heard it's incredibly difficult.
Man, listen, blissful ignorance was a skill I developed when I was like fucking 14, so
Oh,
I ain't trying to hear it.
like it's like just don't. It's like again, don't stop being a dickhead. Like that's dickhead shit, and I'm like I feel bad for anyone that has to suffer from this shit because it's dickhead shit. Like I'm very cold about people trying to instill their livelihoods onto other people. Like if that works for you, great. That doesn't mean it's gonna work for the next person. That doesn't mean it's gonna work for your kid. That doesn't mean it's gonna work for your wife or your husband. That doesn't mean it's gonna work for your fucking pets. That's for you. Religion's for self enlightenment, not it's not like indoctrination to the entire world. It's for yourself. That's just how I view the situation, man.
It'd be nice if people just learned how to mind their fucking business.
Nigga, that's impossible.
I know it's impossible, but sometimes the impossible just sounds good. Minding your business.
Mm. You know who didn't mind their business also? Derek Jackson. Derek
Listen,
Jackson didn't mind his business.
listen,
Derek Jackson was all up in other people's business. Danny was in somebody else completely.
listen.
I didn't bother to watch neither one of the three apology videos.
I ain't got time.
Uh,
I ain't got time for a motherfucker who trying to tell men how to live their life while he out here doing the same shit he dogging other niggas for doing in his videos. Like, I have no patience and tolerance for hypocrites. I don't. Kudos to you for getting women to set higher standards, but you just as garbage as the niggas you talked about. So therefore, there's nothing further to say about you.
it's weird because like when I talk about certain things, it's like yo, that can ruin someone's self-esteem and someone's standards. Because if they look to you as someone who is helping them build confidence in the standards within the men they choose to date, and they're using you and they're using your wife as an example just to find out you're doing the same shit you're trying to call out everybody else for. they will literally look at everything you said and what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Regardless of how people view, like, look at Derek Jackson and shit like that. People idolized him and hold him on a high standard for a reason, you know? And he built that, regardless of how much it was bullshit or not. He built that. He built that dynamic with his fans. Just to have him look like the blundering idiot trying to apologize 3 times.
Who we talking about now?
The relationship no tear god.
Oh, Derek Clownson. Okay, cool.
You know, it'd be great.
What?
And it's just me spitballing here. Instead of the normal rigmarole that you normally see from Kevin Samuels, I'd love to see him tear apart Derek Jackson.
The thing is, like I said,
I think if they ask him about it and he wants to talk about it, he'll talk about it.
I just see him do it because I'm tired of seeing black women get ran down. But I'd love to see him tear down some.
He tore down a few black men.
Well, a few dudes before too. But I'm just saying, like,
it's people that go to him as women.
Yeah, it's one of those situations.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of tired of seeing that shit.
Yeah, like my only issue with
that's why I stopped watching because it's the same shit every time. But anyway, segue back to Craps and Jackson here.
First off, that man knows what the fuck he's doing.
Nigga said Craps and Traps.
Yeah, he do.
You ain't shit.
No, he ain't shit.
He ain't shit.
What you talking about?
Right.
He is a hard-working black man that understands the essence of having a strong black woman by his side.
First off,
has this by cheating.
First off, he's making
and he instills this cheating by cheating.
First off, he's like the prime example on why religion can't be used in situations because he's using the religious card for his bullshit.
I didn't bother watching the videos. That shit's hilarious. I don't watch any of those 3 videos. Like, you don't need 3 apology videos. You just look like fucking PewDiePie when you say nigger on a fucking stream.
Nah, first off, was like, this man had the audacity to do a reaction video to himself.
That was the funniest shit I ever seen. I just looked at the thumbnail. I'm like, this is great. He's just making money off this shit now.
Damn, imagine stroking your own meat that much.
And then, like, then it makes it worse. Like,
and he religious.
Canceled it. He deleted the video.
Masturbation is a sin.
Yes, it is. And I feel bad for the wife. The wife, I feel bad for her because, like,
she got mad people trying to clown her.
Which I think is messed up. You shouldn't clown her because he cheated, but it's like, at the same time, it's like,
to be honest,
you're really playing because God wants us to be together, and it's like, she's stuck in this religious hostage situation when it comes to that.
You know what this is? And even though the situations is slightly different, it's like it holds some similar energy. This is like when, first off, shout out to Pandy. This is like when she had to take an L for Clifton because he did some dumb shit. It's like, you gotta roll that L tight the whole time. I was having a good time. Here you go with this dumb shit, bro.
Niggas said the fucking no one wants to go to fucking White Castle. Clifton, shut the fuck up. Whose man's is this?
Oh my goodness. This
nigga Pandy's face was just like,
like,
oh my goodness.
Like, but this is what it is. Like, she stuck. She got to take that L, and then like these pick me ass women think it's okay to come out the woodworks and be like, oh, see, if she would have did herself up more, he wouldn't have did that. A low down dirty nigga, a fucking hole attached to a computer screen with some VR headsets on. If he thought he was cheating on you, cause some niggas just go out here and cheat. It don't matter what you got, what you do. If a nigga want to cheat, he gonna go cheat.
That's people in general.
Go cheat. She gonna go cheat. Like, nobody is gonna be kept in a relationship that they don't want to be kept in. Like, you make a conscious decision to go do what you do. Don't matter what the other person is doing currently for you. If you have the mentality of a cheater, you're going to go and cheat.
If you have to, if you, it's like, here's my theory. It's not even, to me, to get back on to the wife for a second, because a lot of people are clowning her for reasons that are beyond my comprehension. Other than the internet's for entertainment, people's lives are for entertainment, nobody cares. Derek, he could use this time to defend his fucking wife.
He's not.
You know, that would
That's
actually
what's
win him some
bothering
brownie
me.
Like,
points.
not even Brown, like, that would be like, oh shit, okay. Like,
yo,
to be honest, this situation would have been nullified upon release if he would have said, no, I deserve the hate, you give me the hate. Don't talk about my wife, talk about me. And you're sitting there trying to claim about your marriage and how your marriage works, but like,
He ain't want the
yes,
smoke.
I mean, he wanted somebody else's smoke.
If he wanted the smoke, he should have brought the swag.
I just, and this is the thing, and this is why, like, a lot of times for relationship advice, I don't take it, or like how people think I should act in terms of me being like in a relationship with somebody, excuse me, or being cordial or being conjugal with somebody.
like I said,
I
do what he's doing.
I think that honestly, when it comes to relationship advice, if you don't know yourself, you cannot know your partner to compromise with your partner in order for you to have a decent union. But if you feel like you need to piggyback on what Dro is saying, if you're one of those that like to have your cake and eat it too, you're going to do it for the comfortability aspect. Mind you, we all know that's toxic. We don't need to get into why that's toxic. But what we could get into is the fact that you need upon yourself to fix the fact that you can have your cake and eat it too without damaging other people in your life as well. But nobody wants that. Everyone wants this whole thing of control. I can control this woman when I get home, but I can control myself to go out and fuck somebody else and come back and she'll forgive me. Because it's the comfortability of it. It's comfortability of like, yo, I can cheat. I could come back home and she will still forgive me because
It's God's will.
it's not even the fact that it's, well, that's what he said.
That's
If that's what he said, that's what
what
he said. But he did not say that's God's will.
no, it's like he's you might as well say that because like she's old school Christian.
Oh, she goes like, yo, cheat because God's will. Like, blessed her with the with the lowly, with the rod of devastation because it's God's.
It sucks because like
you're making everybody look bad, bro. Like,
his wife is old school Christian, so it's we deal with the marriage until like we're whipped together regardless of what you do type of situation, and he knows this, and he knows that she's very religious, and he's using that card against her, like that narcissistic type of behavior.
it to me,
and it goes back to me like I mentioned,
it's a
like
control thing. It's a narcissistic control thing, and you know that's how
it goes back to me when I mentioned like this is my issue with a religion because like they have these rules that they hold people hostage to follow. Even like, and the worst part is most of these religion rules that they have in these books always do things that favors the male in the relationship, and they see the woman as a second class citizen.
right.
End of the day, and it's like it sucks because like I know she wants to leave. To be honest, like deep down inside, she probably wants to leave. She probably wants to leave, and I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but it's like, but only reason why she's just gonna ride this out because my faith, this is what my faith wants me to do. And it's like she just stuck in this self prison that she built herself because of that.
My honest opinion, just my honest opinion, I would never want to force someone because as someone, and it's to me, it's all about. Like I said before, it's mostly just like an abuse, like a subconsciously abusive relationship from him wanting to control every aspect of the relationship. Like, you need to forgive me because she forgave me, and this is where we stand, and none of you can tell me what to do because I did what I did, and the person I need to forgive me forgave me. I'm just gonna just talk, and I'm gonna talk. You're gonna hear my mouth because you need to hear my mouth without her giving much of an opinion in the situation. She's just there. And I don't know how much to express that that type of entrapment is really, really, really bad, you know? Because she's just gonna think that she has to live this life for the rest of her life because she's married. Because a lot of times they don't believe in divorce.
So much pain.
Divorce is a sin. Divorce is forbidden in a lot of religious.
Wait, wasn't there some wild shit like if you get divorced and you get sold off to be raped or some weird shit like that, the wife or some shit like that?
Yep.
I believe in one of the religions, yeah.
Or it's Old Testament Christianity.
That's your religion.
And that, or if she disobeys you, you can sell her off. Or if she was like she was raped, you can sell her off. Or if she cheats, or you accuse her of cheating and you think she cheated, you can sell her off. It's a whole bunch of scumbag shit.
You don't even gotta prove it.
There's also another one that's like that allowed a bunch of men in a city to be violently raped in the ass. That's how the word sodomize came about. In a town called Sodomy, they
And
raped and pillaged. Yeah, like they literally raped and pillaged the whole entire fucking city. And
Sodom and Gomorrah.
you know, that was
And
okay.
that's the same city that Noah and his family lived that got burnt down, and his wife and his kids turned around like an idiot. According to the Bible, they turned to salt. Just want to put that out there. Old Testament.
It's just
cowboy butt sex.
You know, it was just looking like niggas had just a bunch of Marcellus Wallace, and Bush didn't come down to save them. That's literally how it was. Everybody in there died. They burned down the fucking city. I think some other weird shit happened off the top of I can't remember off the top of my head.
God burnt down the city because technically what happened, God burnt down the city because he literally flooded the world again to rebuild it because it was considered polluted with sin that it needed to be like destroyed and washed. It needed to be destroyed and rebuilt again. And that's we get a whole stupid Noah ark.
Yeah, but then rape and pillaging happened after that. But that
I don't know.
It's weird. And then to get back to the whole relationship aspect of it, it's me being single around this time now. It's like, especially with all the self-reflection I've been doing, it's more or less something that like I kind of avoid advice from other people. And I don't know if that's more or less a defense mechanism of mine. Like, I'm not going to listen to you because I'm not going to listen to you because you don't know me better than I know me. I'm going to still do me. But it's also in that same regard is, do I trust you enough to know that your advice is genuine? And a lot of people hold that to such a precious standard, because I do. People hold this to a precious standard, and then they rely on other people to give them that advice just to find out they're basically liars, and this they're basically liars and cheats. And it's like, where do they go from here? They're basically back. They feel like they're back at square one. I honestly empathize with them so much, and it's like I feel like Derek Jackson needs to take his own advice that he's been, pushing on to other people and use that for himself. I don't know if you have anything to say about that, Joe, or let's be.
I don't care about this man.
Nigga said, fuck that nigga.
Like I said, best thing about him is how he gets dragged on Abba and Preach.
Yo. Abba and Preach actually talked to Kevin Samuels for like 3 hours.
Like I said, my only issue with Kevin Samuel was he lied about credentials that he did not have. Because there's like another influencer was like he claimed that he had all these business and speaking titles and stuff, and it was like all that was like false.
In what regard? Like he just lied, or
just lied and said he had these credentials and he never had them. That was my only issue because I never really followed him.
I just think that he has I just think Mr. Samuels has a very opinionated way of thinking that within that same aspect of the dating world is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
And that's like literally what it is. Is it like a double-edged sword? Some people it could work for, some people it can't. Some people it will work for, some people it can't. And that's just the basis of any type of relationship guru, quote unquote. But then at the time, the shit that be pissing me off about the Kevin Samuel shit is there be people the same way you saying people be lying to him about like bullshitting around credentials. People will come up to him and start bullshitting around credentials and then get mad at him for sniffing you out about it.
Yeah.
Like the fuck?
Yeah, it was like I said, that was my only issue with him. Because like, is he a little too blunt sometimes? Yeah.
I don't think the such thing is too blunt. Because if like at this point, no. Because if you go to his channel knowing how someone is and you egg him on to have him be, yeah, you know what you're signing up for. Like, if I am a demon and I go 1v1 with Doomslayer and my fucking head gets shut, if my head gets decapitated, I can't sit there and be mad at Doomslayer for decapitating me. I know what I'm getting into. That's just me. But anywho, topics. I know y'all didn't see Kong versus Godzilla, but we talked about that a little bit. Joe, anything you want to talk about? Anything else?
You heard about the WrestleMania card?
What about it now? Because I already know they broke up the Hurt Business. I'm very upset.
Yeah, that was like some of the dumbest shit they could have done.
And I'm just really upset they broke up Hurt Business.
They broke up Hurt Business and Retribution.
The Retribution thing, I don't mind because
no, they dropped the ball on Retribution since they came out.
Yeah, it's like yo, just put it down.
They literally were at a point where they could go nowhere but up, and they still found a way to make them worse.
Like I'm sorry, like at that moment you're giving Ali, I don't know if you're giving Ali a push, you're taking away his push, you're trying to have him just talk for no reason. I don't know what you're doing. Like it's like Ali, and it's like for me, Ali is just a more radical version of it's a more clean radical version of fucking Sami Zayn. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing right now? Y'all don't need two opposite ends of the same character. Don't get me wrong, Sami and Ali are great. It's just that we don't need two of the same character.
All right, so here's what's going down on night one. We got New Day versus AJ and Almost for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Congratulations.
Got Sasha and Bianca going at it for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Instead of it being a tag team match, we now got Matt versus Bad Bunny. In the steel cage match, we got the what the fuck do they call them? The Monster Express or some shit. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon gonna do a front flip off the cage and kill himself. Got Seth Rollins versus Cesaro, and they probably not even gonna let Cesaro go over in that match, but I hope they do. At least at one point, he's gonna swing Seth Rollins from the middle of the ring and throw him into the crowd
for like 30 minutes.
Oh wait, no, there's gonna be a crowd. So yeah, he's gonna swing that man and throw him into the crowd
for 30 minutes. Just let him swing for 30 minutes, like.
And then we got Drew versus Lashley.
That's night one.
That's night one. Night two, Zayn versus Owens. And from what I was hearing, and I hope this is a lie, that they might include having Logan Paul in there for some fucking reason. Because, yeah, exactly. Riddle versus Sheamus for the U.S. Championship. I heard Sheamus kicked that nigga head clean off.
What you talking about? He forgot his lines. He's not going to make it.
This man forgot his lines, got his foot stepped on that never actually got stepped on, and is constantly talking about Warzone, yet I ain't see a single victory from this man.
Anyway, I mean, that's actually the gimmick. Like, he hasn't won a Warzone yet.
Yeah, because, let's reach towards them kids. Anywho, Apollo versus Big E IC title. I actually want to see that match. They did a good job building up Apollo.
So
recently.
Big E's gonna be Apollo like a black dad again?
Nah,
man.
To be
Apollo's
honest,
Killmonger right now.
I think Apollo wins that. Like, to be honest,
Killmonger right now.
Like, I think Apollo wins that.
Yo, listen, they did a good job building Apollo.
That last match on SmackDown was pretty. Not SmackDown. Was it Fastlane?
Anymore. He's legit. He's getting to channel what his gimmick was before he came to WWE. Like, finally.
Nah, I can't lie.
Okay, like, I just found
the card don't look bad at all. The card don't sound bad. The card on paper sounds real good. I can't even lie.
It took fucking Roman Reigns and slapping your bald fucking head by getting tapped out in the Hurt Lock, but he finally got to where he needed to be, and I'm happy for it. So this is a whole typo. Talking about some Raw Women's Tag Team Championship match. That's not it. Raw Women's Championship match is going to be Asuka versus Rhea Ripley.
Congrats, Rhea Ripley.
Fiend and Orton.
Congrats, Orton.
And finally, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, versus Edge and Daniel Bryan. How did Daniel Bryan get in this? In his match with Roman Reigns, he made Roman tap out, but no one saw it. No official. And then Edge just started slapping everybody with a fucking chair. So.
Oh, typical Edge again.
It's literally like 3 heels. It's.
Daniel Bryan is the face in this match.
Yeah, he's the closest thing to a face, but like. He's. The thing that pisses me off that I don't really like about the Daniel Bryan angle is a lot of times where he kept on saying he needed to prove himself to win, he lost. In a way, it just looked like the way Braun tried to come in, like, I deserve a title shot, I deserve a title shot, I deserve a title shot. It's the same shit. It's just that Daniel Bryan actually got his title shot.
You know what's wild about this? Edge is supposed to, like according to his big promo that was supposed to get everybody behind him, he's actually supposed to be fighting Bobby Lashley. Because this motherfucker said, I'm coming to reclaim the title I never lost. The Universal Championship was not a title when your ass was wrestling.
It was definitely the WWE belt.
You literally just like what is that? You want to win a top title that you never lost? Cool. But the title you never lost was the WWE Championship, which is actually the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, but they kind of just chopped the World Heavyweight part off and turned literally the WWE Championship into the World Heavyweight Championship and made the Universal Championship that new WWE Championship. If we're looking at it on like types of like title power anyway.
Right. Personally, I don't mind that he went after Roman instead of Bobby. I feel like
I think a spear versus spear match would have sucked.
Like,
going for the spear.
Like at least, and then plus, like to be honest, as much as I love Daniel Bryan, I just don't like how he lost almost every match leading up to the one match he almost won for him to get the triple threat match. To me, I just feel like it's a bit of a cop out.
I'm gonna say on this logic, if Daniel Bryan can get back into this match due to that, then they need to put Kevin Owens in there.
That's what I'm like. It's like shit like that, and I'm just like, yo, he literally lost every match. Like not some matches. He like damn near lost every match. Every time he said, "I need to prove myself because I deserve to be in the WWE champion," you lost. Like this just reminds me of last year WrestleMania after KO beat fucking Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins gets a title shot. Like that shit's weird to me. My personal opinion. But the card looks pretty good. Like on paper, the card looks good.
What they're missing is the fact that they don't build up any fucking tag teams, and Shayna and Nia aren't facing anyone. And they're also no longer allowed to defend their belts on NXT because NXT said, "Fuck y'all, we making our own women's tag team championships," which is rightfully a good idea because
the NXT be his own thing for a while again.
Tag team and they lost the belts and they have to come to the main roster to defend their belts. Ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck they are, and they gonna make them job to Lana.
Don't disrespect the GOAT like that. Lana the GOAT, the sole survivor of Survivor Series.
T-Rash in a skirt.
The GOAT in a skirt.
Trash.
But you know who is actually GOAT?
Jimmy.
Wang.
Yang. Me personally, on paper, the WrestleMania card sounds pretty good. I hate the fact that Bobby Lashley's probably going to lose to fucking Drew McIntyre unless they found a way to, unless this is a ruse to have them think that the Hurt Business broke up for them to get back together at WrestleMania on some bully shit. Because for them to break up literally like 2 weeks before Mania is weird to me. Because that's basically that, like me as a fan, that would tell me, all right, Drew McIntyre is obviously going to win. Because that's what it looks like. And I feel bad for Drew and I feel bad for Bobby because there's not that many people on Raw that are really gunning for that right now that you can honestly see that can beat one another.
Oh. So Baron Corbin showed up out of nowhere and beat up Drew McIntyre on Raw this past week. Which is weird because, you would have thought he was in like a SmackDown angle because he's a SmackDown superstar. But he showed up and beat up Drew McIntyre. Hit him with the end of days crisp. But
what?
Yeah. We initially I thought the plan for them was to have like Sami Zayn and Corbin become a tag team because they're both getting screwed. And rightfully so. Corbin's been getting screwed in situations that if he was faced, this would not be allowed to happen. He got screwed by the Mysterios because of Murphy. He got screwed because the Mysterios kept doing mad different other tactics. He had people running in his matches and doing other shit that cost him matches. Like, he's a heel losing to heel tactics being done by faces. That, like, a GM will come out and restart the match or, like, throw somebody out for. But nobody cares because he's Corbin. And he's just like, yo, fuck.
And given Sammy's image, that would be perfect, to be honest.
Yeah, him and Sammy was they had something there, and I thought they thought they were gonna like form a tag team or something, and go after fucking wait a minute. I didn't see the SmackDown Tag Team Championships up there at all. Oh shit, they're not up there. How about that? And because
shout
no
out
one
to Street Profits for that promo on their IG.
I for a second there, I didn't even realize that I didn't mention the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And no disrespect to the people holding it, but they are so not fucking rememberable right now.
What are you talking about? You know, They never defended. They haven't defended it.
They've done nothing to push Dolph Ziggler and fucking Bobby Roode. I didn't even know they were champions for a second. I forgot about them.
The only way I remember is every time Montez Ford and it's every time Ford Street Profits fucking give a fucking promo about them.
Ford and Dawkins.
Like that shit's fucking.
It's wild. Also, what they need to make sure they need to put some more spotlight on Dawkins, man. Because I'm not in the mood to have another fucking tag team break up because of some dumbass jealousy like they did Heavy Machinery. I ain't with it.
Nah,
I
like
ain't
if you're on their IG when they do promos, they're big.
I know how good they are. I know how their promos are. Hell, Enzo and Cass were phenomenal with promos, and they split them up, and both their careers went straight to shit. All right, so I ain't trying to hear that. Sure, there was backstage heat and other shit going on, but like their promos were always good. Gift the gab, gift the jab, soft. Like that's it. But the thing I'm saying is that like when the Street Profits wrestle, every match ends with Montez hitting that amazing frog splash. They need to do something to hit so Dawkins can pick up some W's because he's just as good.
Nah, Dawkins in ring is easily one of the most underrated people they have. Like that shit, he's immaculate in the ring.
I need Dawkins to not become a Brodus Clay or like a fucking Christian. All right.
And Christian Cage,
Who?
who's giving his in-ring debut right now on AEW.
Who?
Christian Cage, sir.
Who?
Do you know who Christian Cage is?
What?
Do you like Christian Cage? I like Christian Cage.
Oh my god! It's like I can smell the shit on your breath. Like, go brush your teeth.
Christian Cage.
This man is.
Don't smell like a Smash player.
Christian Cage.
It's Christian.
Honestly, I feel like when it comes to the SmackDown, I don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like it personally. I do feel like at this present time, given the superstars that you have, having a real two separate brands make no sense. I do feel like you should have.
I do remember. There's a rumor that they're pushing the Mysterios to fight the Dirty Dogs because that's their name, Dirty Dogs. They sound like a fucking Call of Duty team that you get randomly placed on in Team Deathmatch. Sound like a bad Metal Gear Solid unit.
No.
You just look like a wild giraffe just doing that right now.
No.
That face Show was making is comedy gold. Need to screenshot that and just use it for reacts. That is comedy gold. I ain't never seen this man look so disgusted before in my life. He's on the smack light skin.
Oh my god, son.
Nigga said, I'm a child of the Lord with these hands about to give you salvation, big fella.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Nigga about to hit you with the melee version of Dynamax Cannon.
That's terrible.
Ooh, speaking of that, quick note, Hop's a bozo. That nigga suck. Bozo.
What?
Next.
Who's a bozo?
Hop.
Who's Hop?
If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. Oh, see, he knew.
Hop. I want Son to Flame. Story time?
Nah, man, you just gotta play Pokemon.
Oh. Is that the
Play
Is that
Pokemon.
Squirtle? Just
That
play it.
you just gotta play it.
Say nah. You just gotta know, bro. Oh my god, yo. But both the card looks really good this year. I want to see how they're able to do it. I feel like it could be very beneficial towards the company again. I feel like it still looks up to be a very pretty solid WrestleMania. I just hope that it goes well. um, I just feel like some of it will be a little bit too predictable, but I will like to see how shit gets spiced up. Hopefully so.
I mean,
But last but not least, anything else you want to talk about? Show one to the Shadow Realm. Anything you want to say, especially you, since you know you came in late, uncharacteristically.
tired of carrying the show. Other people got to do it.
Get off my back. I ain't asked for this. It just happened.
Spinal.
It's spinal. I broke my back. Any shout outs you want to give? Any kudos? Any plugs you want to give in?
Oh yeah. Make sure whenever she gets her shit set up, y'all go check out Hyperactive Cat 5 on Twitch. She also makes stickers like this whole nut sticker right here. That's the
What?
homie. Yeah, man, nut sticker.
A nut?
Which, nah, it says come, but good sticker. Make
So,
sure y'all check out her shit.
A nut?
Yeah. The big nut. We are rejoined by Salvation Hands Griffin.
so we doing shout outs now?
Yes.
I would like to make a shout out to Tom Thibodeau and the New York Knicks.
Shut the fuck
losing.
up. Oh my god.
Just want to put that Tom Thibodeau Nickel Bulls was defeated by the former Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, fucking hate you.
I just want to put that out there because
Any actual shout outs you want to give besides to Tim Tibio? I'll send a message to him. Anything else you want to give to the congregation?
Man, shout out to Lil Nas X. Keep doing what the fuck you doing. Keep doing what you doing. Keep giving all these kids life and the courage to express themselves and live their life, man. Big ups to you. Hope every song you drop from here out make everybody else who is uncomfortable even more uncomfortable. And I hope you go get the fuck Shitty Pants Pops, because she was talking wild shit. She should have just shut up and ate her food with her shitty ass.
Nah, but real talk,
I know it.
just shout out to everyone that's taking everything one day at a time.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I didn't know he was giving me a shout out. I would have dressed up.
You not dressed up right now?
No, nigga.
Nigga dressed up, he's going to a poetry slam.
This man just came fresh off the Cosby set.
Oh my god, son.
From looking as
Nigga, shit look like one of those old school brooms, the fucking straw brooms.
my man about to do a dance party with Scotty Too Hottie.
Hold up. Let me get ready.
Out here
Try
trying
that
to
shit
look fly.
on so you can be a fat Johnny Bravo.
Get this man some shades.
OD. I know you got a black turtleneck somewhere, nigga.
That's his next cosplay.
Oh no.
Gonna go out and do the fucking monkey on the sidewalk.
Yo, my man. Come on, do the monkey with me.
You know what's funny? After he got uppercutted in that intro, he looked like Guile.
He did as did.
I was like, how you get knocked into a family man? Because you couldn't get no ass. You
Back
gotta
and be
get
a family
a
man.
family man.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all the TGA fans, all the people that follow the Twitch, all the people that follow the IG, all the people that listen to the podcast, all the people that watch the podcast. I want to thank all y'all for coming through to talk all this bullshit with me. I like to thank Daquan for showing up for as long as he did. He has more important priorities. Sometimes then he has to leave. You know, nothing wrong with that. I would like to thank Zack Snyder. I would like to thank Legendary for Godzilla vs. Kong. I would like to thank
the New York Knickerbolts for losing. Just want to
shut the fuck up. And I would like to hope everyone's still being safe. Hope everyone is still being quarantine free. We're not out of this just yet. And eventually, when we will, shit will be a little bit easier for everybody. And that's all I can really hope for everybody else. So, with that being said, peace, love, and gap. Stay black, Wakanda forever. Suck my dick, Warner Brothers. And we out of here. Huh?
You continue losing. New York Knicks continue losing. You're doing a great job.
I fucking hate you.
When you